welcome to Daily Hip Hop Live with Jordan Tower and M-Rec. We'll be right at you guys. I know you guys are sitting around, you're like, what's taking them so long? But wait till that 2-minute mark. We're just waiting for the room to fill up. And we'll be right with you guys. Live. Daily Hip Hop Live with Jordan Tower and M-Rec. Going live at 2-minute mark. Hey guys, welcome to Daily Hip Hop Live with Jordan Tower and M-Rec. We'll be right at you guys. I know you guys are sitting around, you're like, what's taking them so long? But wait till that 2-minute mark. We're just waiting for the room to fill up. We'll be right with you guys. Live. Daily Hip Hop Live with Jordan Tower and M-Rec. Going live at 2-minute mark. Hey guys, welcome to Daily Hip Hop Live with Jordan Tower and M-Rec. We'll be right at you guys. I know you guys are sitting around, you're like, it's taking them so long, but wait till that 2-minute mark. We're just waiting for the room to fill up. We'll be right with you guys. Live.
Pond5.com.
Daily Hip Hop Live with Jordan Tower and M-Rec. Alrighty, we back. We got SAS, another part of Dipset. They're over in Europe doing their own thing right now. They just released Celestial, right, guys? You have that out right now, right?
Yeah, Celestial album, yeah.
Yeah, fire. I was just listening to it. They were describing it just how I was picturing it in my mind, going through the cloud type of music, like real chill vibe, dope lyrics. These guys always had dope lyrics, you know what I mean? They just added that into a new vibe. Shit's chill. And we got M-Rec up here. What's good, bro?
What's up, homie? Salute, JT. I'm so good.
Okay, so we got another
Street
classic.
Salute.
Yes, sir. So, and we got to go, London boys! Oi, oi!
Salute.
I ain't heard that in a minute, man. Slogan.
I know you still get it in the streets, though, every once in a while.
Once in a while. But yeah, because we're from London, we're out here, so no one really says it.
Oh, okay.
Over there, I'm sure when I'm over there, I'll hear it again.
Oh, yeah.
Oi, oi, we just get oi, oi, minus the London boys out here.
When was the last time you guys were over here?
LA. A couple years ago.
LA?
Like
2013?
So it was 2014, I think.
Yeah, 2014.
Yeah.
LA, yeah.
Okay, so, jeez. So you guys have history with Jewels, Cameron. You were even around during Rockefeller days, right?
Yeah. Rockefeller.
We was Rockefeller, like Dipset, Rockefeller, both.
We had the same situation Jewels had.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yo.
Definitely. So then, okay, so you must have felt like it was a little weird. It was just weird when we heard Jim Jones sign to Jay-Z and Roc Nation because it was unexpected, correct?
Yeah. No one saw that coming at all.
Yeah. I mean, salute to Jim Jones first off, for doing it.
Yeah, of course. I saw it. I seen it on Twitter and I retweeted it. I was like, laugh out loud. Interesting.
It was interesting. It was very interesting because it was like, where's this gonna go? Like what's the angle here? Like
I saw it on I think I saw it on Instagram and he had a meet. It was like a meeting. Or
Yeah.
no, he felt like he was in the building, but I didn't know if it was like a spoof or if it was like serious or not. So I didn't really know.
exactly.
But,
Because he said, "What would you say if I was in Rock Nation?" And then he showed the sign.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked like he was trolling at first.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
they
saying?
were at the building because they were standing at the doorway.
Yeah. So what was what you guys just thought this is going to be interesting? Let's see how this plays out, right?
No, I just thought he was just playing. I thought he was just playing games. Like I thought he might have been meeting someone that he knows that's in the building. I didn't know what was going on, to be honest.
Then
To me, it was surprising because I remember the last thing I heard between Jim and them was when he got into that little scuffle with Von in was it a shoe shop? I think a Louis Vuitton's shop or something like that. He was in there with I think Von was in there with Neo, and then Jim got into a little scuffle with him.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's Tata brother, right?
Yeah, Tata's little brother. Yeah, we know Von from back in the day when we used to live in Staten Island. We went to Marcy to go battle Bleak's artists and all that, like 2000.
Mm-hmm.
So we know Von and Murder and all them guys from Marcy Projects from way before we even met Dipset.
Oh wow.
Hold on, you just said you went to Marcy to battle Bleak's artists?
Yeah, we was with, look, you will know these guys. So, at the time he had Get Low, so it was G to K.
GDK, I know GDK.
H Money Bag before H Money Bag.
I know H too.
97 freestyle went jail, and Sean Don I think was over there as well at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is time ago, boy. It's like
This 2000. This is when we was living in Staten Island, going to high school and playing basketball.
Oh wow. How that battle go?
we got busy.
When we went over
got
there,
busy?
we had the elder in Staten Island from Stapleton down with TMF. He's down with Ghostface and them called Fly Guy Eli. And he had an older brother called Kay that moved to Marcy, that was living there. So back in the day, he used to bring Bleak to Staten Island to battle Shaheem. So now, fast forward, when we're living over there, he's just taken us to Marcy one day on a quick one. And then we're over there, and I remember Murdo said, where are you guys from? We was like, from London. So what are you doing over here? So we rap. They started laughing. So we already knew what time that was. Because what used to happen is because we're English, everyone used to underestimate us as far as rapping goes.
Yeah.
But we was...
It's like Woody Harrelson and White Man Can't Jump. It's one of them ones. So you
Yeah.
see the movie, like, they're like, no, this guy can't. I mean, he's not gonna get busy. And then we just did our thing. But we got used to that, so we played it to our advantage.
They was judging a book by its cover.
Yeah.
So now bring the expectations all the way low, and then we'll come in here on the high end. The gas would be, you know what I mean?
All right, so I gotta ask you a real question.
Yeah.
Because I know G to K is nice. H Money Bags do his thing.
Yeah.
So with Streets or Salute, who you think won that battle? Let's just call it for what it is.
Peter wasn't there at the time, and it was a battle, but it wasn't really a battle like going for it. Like
It was more like a cipher.
Yeah, it was more
Cypher, okay, gotcha.
No one was trying to come off like they wasn't. You know what I mean? They wasn't getting off on this, so it was one of those type of situations. So I wouldn't say it was like a battle, but it was more like a
Cypher.
Yeah, Cypher. But we caught Bleak's attention straight away. Bleak was like, "God damn, these guys are crazy."
Okay, dope. Salute. That's what's up.
I noticed you guys always had to you felt like you had to prove yourselves because of that. Like that. Did that become a complex over the next couple of years? Because people would always downplay you.
Yeah, no. After we got kind of reputation for just going off, so people knew after a while. After we did the Hot 97 thing with Cypher Sounds, then everyone already knew that we was just nasty because they heard it so much playing on the radio at Funk Flex hours that they just knew these niggas, they do their thing. So they never really questioned it after that. It was more of a thing of all right, can you make songs now? Because they knew we could spit fire all day. It was just it was nothing.
Megan's talking about the special delivery freestyle we did for Cypher Sounds. When Cypher was
I remember that. That was hard.
Yeah, 2001. So that shit got burned. I remember being we went to DJ Enough's office because we went to New York. I think that December, and then DJ Enough was on us yo, come do me a freestyle. And then we actually when we went to go see him at RPM, we was in the lift. I think you guys call it elevator. We was in the elevator, and Jim and Black Adon walked in the elevator with us. So I remember seeing Jim around 2001 doing what he was doing. He was just taking old boy over there to Angie Martinez and what's the name of that guy? Simon McLean, and DJ Enough to show him this is the new single that's going to come out. I remember them closing the door and hearing old boy through the walls yo, this Cam's out of here with this and that Rockefeller situation.
Epic.
While they was on the rise doing their thing, we was kind of doing our thing, and you know what I mean, separately.
Okay.
Yo, so what happened with your deal with Dipset Rockefeller?
Well, let's start from the beginning. So you guys, how did you guys even come to America?
We went to Staten Island. We was playing. Well, we went to high school in Staten Island. I was playing basketball at the time. Meg was playing in the beginning and kind of dropped off, and then got more into the music and stuff like that.
So did you have family here, and you decided to come here?
No, what had happened was there was a guy from Brixton out here that I used to play ball with that moved over there and came back a year later and was just gassing yo, I'm in America. It's crazy. It's like the movies.
Yeah.
On some house party shit. You see what I'm saying? Because England and America, especially at that time, completely different. Completely different. So he's come back I'm doing this. You're crazy at ball. You need to come over there. So I spoke to his coach, and his coach was like, yo, come over here. Come, let me see you play. And if you're nice enough, then we'll facilitate. We're still supposed to facilitate a foster family for us. at first.
Oh, okay.
So I came over there. He seen I was nice. He wanted me to play and stay and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The foster family that Kevin was staying at, our guy from London, he got kicked out there for smoking weed and bringing chicks back and all that type of stuff. So what we ended up doing is getting like a 3-bedroom apartment, me, Meg, and him. So we was just out there. Our parents is here.
And you guys are blood brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Just so in case you guys are wondering why they're always these guys are real blood brothers and they ain't falling out. It's blood over here.
maybe a couple times, but
Oh yeah, but that's brother shit. I fight with my brother every once in a while too.
Yeah, of course.
That's what's up, man. I
That's
respect
for life. That's why we say streets or salute more than what you call a group, because it's deeper than music. Feel me?
It's blood.
Yeah. Because like, if no one got us, we've always got us, and the bond never breaks. You dig?
Hell
That's the way you gotta keep it, man.
Yeah.
Salute.
Especially with this music game. You know how shady this game is.
So let's get to the music
Real
part.
shady.
So the basketball didn't work out. Then you get into music.
Well, this is what happened. I was messing with one girl. She was like, "Are you gonna go see my brother?" I was like, "Who's your brother?" She's like, "Jacob York." I was like, "What? Entertainment?" She was like, "Yeah, we can go have a meeting with him at any time." So she set up a meeting for us, and I was in basketball practice. And I remember practice was taking forever. I kept on looking at the clock, like, "Yo, I just want to get to this meeting." And that's when I realized, like, I want to do the music thing way more than I want to do this basketball.
You
thing.
followed your heart.
It was late, so we jumped in a cab from Staten Island all the way to Manhattan to go have the meeting. You know what this nigga told us? He said, "London rap will never, ever be street credible."
Hold on, who said that?
Jacob York.
Wow.
So we left that meeting like disgruntled. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, he's saying London, it will never happen. And I think he's probably part of the cause that put a battery on our back to make us go crazy when we went back to Staten. Because after that, we was getting into a lot of stuff in the streets and stuff like that.
That's what I always tell people. I always tell people the most motivating people are the people that tell you can't do it. Your parents, everybody that's close to you say, "Don't do it, do this." That makes you like want to do it more. Like, I'm gonna prove these people wrong.
Exactly.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Okay, so the Jacob York thing doesn't happen. Then you get more into music. You're like, I want to do this. I'm gonna make this happen. So how do you get to Rockefeller?
Well, it's a mad process, because what it was is that those days we were just rapping in the street. We weren't really in the studio. Like, we went to a studio a couple times, made a couple demos, just like playing around with it, but we weren't like on that level yet. So it was only when we got back to London and then we started.
You're forgetting to tell them though. We used to be in Times Square though with.
We used to battle a lot in Times Square.
Shit.
Oh, wow.
Danny Myers. We hooked up with them two in Times Square one day because we was killing everyone. Shells came through, started killing everyone. Danny came through, was killing everyone. So we just joined. And so we'd be up in Times Square doing our little.
Yeah, that's how we kind of got nicer, just on a street battle.
So you're talking about Danny Myers, the battle rapper, right?
Yeah.
West Coast, yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, he made us in a Vlad interview when he's talking about people who came to battle in New York and stuff like that. So Shells was our man, and Shells did that Blaze battle and came second, and then got his
J Records deal.
No, he got Def Jam first. He got Def Jam first, then he got the J Records.
Oh yeah,
I remember that.
So we stayed in contact with Shells when we came back to London. We had some shit that happened in Staten Island that we're not even going to go into. Let's just say those cases have been dismissed and everything like that, so we're good. But we came back to London because of that. So we just stayed in contact with him. So when we came back to New York, like every summer, 2002? We came to New York and we stayed in East New York, Picking and Montauk.
Say word. East New York, that's where I'm at right now.
Yeah, that's where I was living at.
That's where I live at for my whole life, mostly.
That time there, it was popping off. It was crazy around there. So we live in
East New York. Wow.
Yeah, it's wild. The block parties were nuts as well. Though that summer was great. That was a mad summer. The energy in that, because we were staying in the spot. It was like a few of us all staying there. So we was like had a little home set up. Like the little laptop,
little Mac setup.
So we had that, and we was doing a few joints and all that. But Shells had a session with Kanye and invited us to his studio session. And then when he was there, and I overheard Kanye talking about he ain't gonna rap not gonna make beats like that as much because he's gonna focus on rapping. And I was like, you're not gonna stop producing like that until I get on one of those beats. Like, do you know what I mean? He's like, what? Looking like, who's this guy? Like, and then someone else was like, oh, you never heard about the London boys? And he was like, oh shit, the guys from Hot 97. So when he knew that it was us, he was like, can I hear some shit? Then we started rapping, so we went off, let off, like we were just crazy.
Like 45
He's like, I'm
minutes
gonna
or
sign you. We started laughing. He was like, no, I'm serious. And then
He called G Robertson.
he kept us next to him like the whole time, like while we was there, like for the next few days, like taking us like around to his house or like meetings and shit like that. And he took us to baseline.
He had us around Damon and
Yeah,
Damon
and Jay as well.
We was right there.
Oh, word?
Yeah, he had us like, he took a liking to us, so he was fucking with us heavy. But the irony of it is when we was leaving the studio, the day we met him, that's when we bumped into no, that's not the day we met him. It's the day, a few days after we went baseline, innit? Then when we was leaving the studio, that's when we saw Cam, and he was talking to Cam about music stuff, and he was like, yeah, these are my artists, Mega and May, whatever. And then Cam's like, oh yeah, so whatever you need, you fuck with, yeah, man, that's my nigga, whatever. And then May had already met Jewels years when we was living.
Yeah, I met Jewels in '99 when I was still in Staten Island.
Oh, wow.
He did the Hot 97. No, he did the freestyle on Stretch with Cam. And I was like, yo, this little nigga's nice. And I've seen him on BT afterwards. But my guys are all from St. Nick, 149th in St. Nick.
Okay.
So Teamsters, all them guys over there, they used to be our guys from long time. So I used to smoke in Jewels' lobby and all that with D and everything like that. So that's how I met Jewels, in front of his own building.
Okay.
So yeah, so then we seen him again when we was leaving the studio with Ye or whatever. And then we didn't see them again after that until I think they was in London, and then we happened to bump into them. But we'd already by then. But we already did the hotline thing already by then anyway.
So we was kind of known.
We was quite known.
Even when I was picking them on top, people over that block knew us and everything like that. Anyway, or if they didn't know us, they'd see me and Mega fighting in front of the house in the street and stuff like that. So they thought, yo, these London guys are crazy, because we didn't really know.
When Kanye was taking y'all around Rockefeller, around Jay and Dame, how did he introduce y'all?
See, this is the thing. At the time, he had that producer respect. He didn't really have that rapper superstar. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who you with? Who's your man? Type of respect. So I was actually in the studio when Jay-Z was showing Beans the bounce. I don't know what Mega went to the toilet or did something. Kanye the big studio. So I've gone in the studio and Jay's showing Beans his verse on the bounce. Beans rolling up a blunt like, this is crazy, whatever. Then Jay comes with the line, usually I'm much more distinguished. I'm like a bloke from London, England. The Kanye and them looking at me like, yo, it's like he knows you're in the room.
Oh, wow.
It's like this. I'm like, yes, shit. It's crazy. Then I realize, I'm like, yo, where's Jay? This guy could be watching me break my neck right now. I turn around to the left. He's on the chair next to Christian Milian, like, yeah, little nigga, you know my shit's hot. You know what I'm saying? It was that type of situation, that type of vibe. But it wasn't the type of vibe of who's your man or who you with. I bumped into Vaughn in there, and Vaughn was like, oh, what are you doing? Who you with? I was like, we was with Kanye. Oh, you good? You're with Kanye. You got it.
That's what's up, man.
Okay, so you're in the studio, and now what's the next step? How do you get shifted from Kanye to Cameron and Jewels and
this is what happened. We're around the time he goes to Chicago with Jay and them, and they chain him and give him the chain. Because I remember when he came back with the chain, he gave me his chain to wear. Like, wear my Rockefeller chain.
Yeah.
And around the time where he's gone in the studio to check to see what Cam's done to his new beats, and we've heard the Diplomat Immunity intro. We heard Uncasa. Like, yo, who's this guy? He's crazy. Yeah. So it was around that type of time period. So we come back to London. He sent us the contracts. He was giving us all right money as well for a production deal. So he was going to give us like 30, 40,000 for a production deal.
But we kept all our royalties and all that too.
And then he was going to give us all our publishing and everything like that. And the production deal to keep all the kind of unheard of. So we was negotiating with him. Then he got into the car accident.
Oh.
And negotiations on his side kind of stopped coming because his whole music stuff kind of propelled from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Through the Wire. That's when the Through the Wire came out, and then he blew him up with that Get Well mixtape, that Get Well Soon. I remember because he sent us a couple of them to our house in London, like, and then it was like, oh shit, it's Sun and Fire. But we had already heard a lot of the songs that he was working on before. So like we heard he showed us All Falls Down. He showed us 2 Words. He showed us what other ones did he show us?
The one with Old Dirty Bastard.
Yeah. So he had a few of them. I think the one with Luda as well. He had a few joints. But obviously that Through the Wire is what set it off, and that just made it go crazy.
So we kind of lost contact with him being in England. He's in the States, whatever. So the the Dips had come over here, and we were fans of the Dips anyway. We've been listening to Cam since Confessions of Fire.
Yeah.
When they came over here, we just went to the radio station they was at. Jim seen us, seen I had the red bandana on and all that, so he's coming up asking us questions about what's going on in London, this and that. Then, take my phone number. I'll call you tomorrow. So the next day, my man called me. He called us and no. Then he called us and he was like, yo, bring that. He talked to us in codes, whatever. We went over there, held them down. They did a little performance, whatever. I went back to the hotel. So as we've come out, you know how we get, Jordan. Like, Prada bucket, Prada long coat, Megan's got a Fendi trench coat on, matching bucket.
Yeah. Coming through with that shit on. Y'all was coming through with that shit on.
So, but like security, but with that on. You see what I'm saying? So Jim's like, Megan's talking to Jim. Jim's like, yo, you guys got the look and everything. Like, let me see if you got the boss. Like, we're back at the hotel. So I've got a Mac upstairs. Let's go see if you guys get busy. So we went upstairs. I told you I met you 99 Coogee, whatever. But yours like whatever. He was just looking around, went abroad, smoke. You see what I'm saying? So as soon as Mega started rapping on the Mac, I see Jim looked at Jewels like, and then Jewels looks like, yo, I think I definitely do remember you guys. You was with D Coogee. So we just started doing tracks. We knocked out like 3 tracks. Cam came downstairs, heard the tracks, do more. So we've done more. Me and Jim stayed up till like 7 in the morning when they flew out on a private jet. Mega and them Jewels and passed out sleeping because they brought Purple with them. So when they was leaving, Jim gave me his red bandana. I was like, yo, you're Dips now. You're down with us. Here's the numbers. Here's Cam's number. If you get a situation out here, we come back. Because they thought we'd get a situation in England. They could come over here with the lawyers and get like a Dipset Europe situation popping or what. But went back to the States. But you know how the Dips are. Yeah. So we've been calling every now and again, spitting bars to Cam over the phone. He'll be on speaker with the whole crew. Oh, yeah, you hear that? My London guys are nasty. Now, fast forward, Dame starts coming over here. Dame's doing stuff with Victoria Beckham, Posh Spice. So he's getting into the whole fashion thing, Naomi Campbell, Rockaway, everything like that. Then out of nowhere, Dame says he's looking for UK artists. So I have the idea of, you know what, we're down with the Dips, but you know how that is, so we're just down. It's a crew. Yeah. More or less whatever. You got to make yourself pop. Yeah. So if we get the situation with Dame or if we get Dame's attention, he'll fast forward our whole, you know what I mean? He'll push the button and the situation goes crazy. Yeah. Yes, sir. So we went to the radio station, ran up on Dame, same thing. Went crazy. He was like, which one's your CD? Because there's a few people over there. Took the CD from the bar, put it on the top, and was like, yeah, we know Jimmy. And he gave us the look like, yeah, cool, everyone knows Jimmy. Like in London, like this guy. You see what I'm saying? So he leaves. We didn't hear nothing for like a month.
I think he was going through Choke No Joke, but big up Choke No Joke.
Yeah, big up Choke No Joke. Yeah, because
it was on the. Oh, you were there.
Yeah, because we did a smart thing. It's a rapping today, and we saw the camera went crazy on the camera.
So he must have seen it back. I think he must have went back and seen the footage.
And then Choke was putting a good word for us as well.
Oh, good.
So a month later.
Wait a minute, but wait a minute. That was the time when James got jumped in Europe, right?
Right after.
Yeah.
Around that period. Yeah.
You weren't there for that though.
Nah. He done his little run in Paris and then he'd come to London to do his little run over there.
Yeah.
So it was right after that.
Okay.
I remember him talking about that when we had our first meeting with him.
Yeah.
So Jim's called me a month later. Mm-hmm. Jim never calls unless it's something's popping or something's happening.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, this whole time we haven't told anyone in England with Dips or anything like that because in England it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
They're into it's pop music's popping, it's all that shit. Like the Dips are niche. You see what I'm saying? G Unit's niche.
Yeah.
In the States, it's everything. See what I'm saying? Commercial music was run in England. So we didn't really say anything to anyone. So Jim's called. I picked up the phone. I wasn't even with Mega. I was in Hackney somewhere with one of my other brethren. And then Jim's like, did you see Dame when he was in London? And I was like, yeah, but before I could even say that, he's like, okay, cool. I'm about to do the deal right now. I was like, what? He freeways the call. He called Dame's assistant. Dame's assistant was like, Jim, he's in a meeting right now.
Yeah.
He's like, but I'm with the London boys. She's like, oh, okay. Hold on, let me get him. My heart started beating because I started to think, well, how does she know? Like, was this some inside thing that we don't know? Dame comes on the phone, he's popping shit. Yeah, you know what I mean? When you're down with the family, Rockefeller, what's going on down there? You popping back there? Because I want to go over there. Niggas talking shit about you. And I said, listen, Dame, we're popping up where you're at in Harlem. Go ask him around there.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, good. I'm going to be there in 2 weeks. Say nothing. Whatever. You're down. It is what it is. So he drops the phone. Jim's like, yeah, we're going to put it together. Don't worry, mate. We got you. Where's Mega at? I said, oh, he's on the north side. He said, all right, cool. So Dame comes 2 weeks later. Before this guy even sees us, he's already on the radio telling people he signed us.
Oh, wow.
God, so crazy. You don't even understand the level of crazy it was. He's running around Naomi Campbell and Victoria Beckham and they're saying he signed us. It got super crazy, super quick. So we went to go meet him. His assistant kept calling me that day that he was in London saying, oh, Dame just wants to know that he really appreciates you guys, and he's talking about you guys everywhere he's going and stuff like that. Oh, Dame just wants to know, and Dame wants to know if you can meet him. So we went to go meet him. We knocked on the door. These guys take like 3 minutes to answer the door just to make the suspense more. Like one of them 2-door joints that you open up that way. We open the door, cameras flashing, Dame, shorts on, long socks, Hoffa, champagne, Armadale.
Wow.
We was in that room for about 5 hours? The cameras never stopped snapping. So imagine just being in a spot and the camera's just going for 5 hours straight.
Damn.
So Dame's like to us,
Crazy.
yeah, I'm feeling you guys, Jim, I spoke to Jim and them. They said you're down with them, so now you're down with us, whatever. But first, you're gonna have to rap for us. And then he took the broken scratch CD. You know that play that they try and do the scratch CD, put the scratch CD on with the crap beats. And we went crazy. We went crazy. You see what I'm saying? So he was like, yeah, this is gonna work. This is gonna work. He looked us up and down. He's like, okay, they can dress. They had clothes for us and everything. So I don't know what type of London situation he was trying to do because when we came through the way we came through, it was like, okay, they can dress. Okay, I can work with this. I can see his brain ticking. And he's like, I'm gonna take him to TRL the next day. And we looked at him like, TRL? This guy's just went crazy. What's TRL? The next day we was on TRL. It's wow. Crazy. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he was moving super fast. No messing around. Then about a month after that, we did a Rockaware billboard shoot. And he flew us to New York.
Yeah, so we flew out to America. And that's when we did like 15 songs in like 5 days.
Yeah, he had us in the studio. And initially, he was supposed to have us in the studio for a day or two. We went there, same story that we had in Brooklyn and everything like that. Big face Gary looking at us like, London, it's some Victoria Beckham situation or whatever. Okay, Bula, go in the studio with them. You on in. Bula puts on the beat. We open our mouths, start going crazy. Bula's like, I want you to rap. What you just rap just then on this beat.
No,
like, those are freestyles. That's light. We're gonna write to this. So by the time I'd called Jim's like, why you got American calling number, New York calling number? I said, because I'm in New York. He said, what? I said, yeah, Dame flew us out here for the Rockaway billboard. He's like, what? I'm coming there right now. Out of town. He sounded moody, he had a cold. So I'm coming there right now. So he's got there, by the time he got there, like 7 tracks in. So he's got to come in the studio with Snags and I don't know what the other guy's name was.
Yeah.
As soon as he come in the studio, everyone froze. He told the engineer, get up. He sat in the engineer's chair, kicked his feet up. He's played the tracks. Mega May, come here, let's go. We went in the back room. He's like, listen, see these producers, when they come here, I don't care if it's Kanye. Tell them to drop their beat off and go home. No one's going to tell you how to rap.
And always have your hard drive as well.
Yeah. Take everything. Don't let these guys tell you how to rap. Don't let them tell you to do another verse again or whatever. Tell them to go home. It doesn't matter if it's Kanye. Let him drop his beat off and then you'll send the track when it's finished and everything like that. I'm getting you another engineer. And a new engineer came through that we was a bit more comfortable
Shane,
with.
remember, the brother who he did all the Diplomatic Community album.
Okay.
Yeah,
he did some guy from Bermuda.
Yeah.
Sick.
What's his name again?
Shane, the engineer.
Shane? Okay.
Yeah. But he was cool. So we had a good rapport with him. We just started making songs and doing our shit. But then Dame came through and started getting like Mark Ronson to come through. Like, look at this new artist that I've got.
Swiss Beats came through. I remember sleeping and then get tapped, waking up, seeing Swiss standing over me. Like, what's up, little nigga? What's good? You see what I'm saying? Wow. Dame was putting all the stops in.
This is crazy.
But Dame was there every day. And then so people were looking around like, why is he there? Like, he hasn't been in the studio here every day. Since Reasonable Doubt. Like, what is this new passion?
Dame Dash is the truth then.
Yeah. So him and Jim in the studio at the same time, they're going through their stories. I remember one day they're telling stories for about 3 hours. So we was looking around, listening to the stories like, yo, you know what I mean? You know, the real story.
Soaking up game. Boy,
and then we was like, 4 hours in the studio, we didn't record no track. We pushed them out the studio. You see what I'm saying? Knocked out another 4 tracks. But it was crazy to have both of them in the studio at the same time. Like, Jim in his interview was saying he asked Dame for the $1 million and all that for the budget. That was our studio session he asked him for.
Oh, word?
What? Oh, so he asked him directly.
Huh?
He asked him directly.
Yeah, he asked him directly.
Yeah.
There was an
It
our
was
session.
cool.
It was our session.
It was like older brother, little brother. That's the relationship they used to have.
And what did Dame say?
Dame's like, do it yourself. It's better you go independent. You know what I mean? It really wasn't on it like that, which was strange to us because we was gearing up to get that type of situation.
Yeah.
But we was looking up to Jimmy. Like,
Yeah,
Jimmy's the man. You know what I'm saying? Like, how are you not giving him that situation?
Right.
Yeah. Situation.
It was a big mistake in the hindsight of things, because Jim...
That was weird. Maybe because they didn't really see Jim as a rapper as such, because Dame's been known Jim. He said he'd known Jim so long, he can't remember when he did.
Yeah, that's the problem. People see you in a different light, especially when they grow up with you. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it took me for a while to get used to it myself until I started seeing him on Ralph McDaniel's Video Music Box and started seeing he's like, this guy can actually, this shit is hard.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it was unorthodox. It was raw. We loved the way Jim used to rap. It was like this raw. You know what I mean? Whatever.
Yeah, I like Jim Jones when he rapped.
Yeah.
The Shice Bubs track. Remember that one? That's us, that purpose.
Gang. Yeah, of course. Un came through as well. Un came through to the studio.
Oh, yeah. Jules came through
as
well. Bezel.
Jules, Un, and Bezel came through. And then Cam came through with his son. And I remember Cam saying, oh, well, if my son does this,
because his son does this. Don't even think about it. Came on. His son was doing this.
Doing some mad.
And he goes, he does the same thing when Gam goes.
He's like, yeah. So you got one here. I remember him saying that.
When his son does this.
Yeah.
He bends over and starts shaking his head. And then
So he was doing that.
We got a hit.
Yeah, we got one. Yeah.
But Cam just popped on. Cam wasn't around those days with us. Our relationship was mainly with Jim. Yeah. And then Jaws was like our age group, so we'd like to be around Jaws. Yeah, because he was crazy animated and he was more or less our age group. Cam popped up in the studio like a ghost. We was upstairs. There's like, your Cam's downstairs. We was like, word? Everyone stopped moving. We went downstairs. He listened to the tracks. Oh, you guys are good. I'll put a verse on one or two of these. And you're good. Yeah. Like, he looked at it like, these guys are self-contained. They know what they're doing. They're grown men. They're smart. You see what I'm saying? I don't even need to babysit or watch these guys. And then he disappeared through the wall like he came. We didn't even know where he went.
Wow.
He just disappeared. You see what I'm saying? So that time period there was 2003 going into 2004. So we've come back to England.
Yeah, no, but we forgot the bit where we did the Rockaware campaign. We did like a cypher with Freeway and Sparks as well.
Oh yeah,
wow.
So that was, that's when we met.
That's on YouTube as well if you want to check that out. Sparks and Freeway going at it. So they same thing. Where you from? Beans grabbed Mega. Where you get this jacket from, boy? He's like, London.
Where'd you get this jacket from, boy?
He said, what are you doing here? You model? He said, no, I'm a rapper. Because who are you trying to rap with? He said, I'm signed to Rockefeller with you. He's like, That's Freeway's mind ticking like London, guys.
Let me hear something.
Freeway scoots over to me. It's like, yo, let me hear something, man. You see what I'm saying? So then that's how the cycle started popping off and that. Ourselves.
But we was with Young Gunners a lot in London as well when they was coming out here, like with their campaign and stuff, because they had that Tough Love album. And then, we met everyone in all different kind of walks of life. Like, it was like we met Ye when we hadn't even linked up with them yet, or Dame. We met Cam and them through Ye, but May had already met Jewels from before in the building. So we had already been in Marcy. So we knew like Tone Hooker. We was in Jay-Z's old apartment when we used to live out there when we was like 17. So when you see certain shit like that, like, that's the shit that's like, it inspires you because you're just like, you see where they come, like, from the bottom, and you're like, right, my man came from that, and now he's the guy that I've always known him to be from when I was in school, like before I even went to America. You feel me? So it's just like, it just makes it believable because you just see, you see it. You know what I mean? You know someone who knows the guy. Like, you know the guy. We know the guy who named it Rockefeller. Like, before we even linked up with any of them. So it's just, I don't know. That's what I love about America. It's like, when you're there, you believe you can do anything. You believe it can be impossible. When I'm here, like, we'll, like, to like, not, obviously I'm going to say that because it's me and him and we're like, we're going to think we're the best. But I truly think we're like, we're the nastiest niggas to do it from out here, like, since Slick Rick, like, no one's fucking with them. But
salute to Slick Rick too. I like how
yeah. But when I'm saying, when I'm over here, it's like shit's cloudy. It's like you don't really know what you can do. It's even shit that you can do, you're like, yeah, I can do it. But when you're over there, I can say in New York anyway, that city, it's electric. There's something about it where, like, it's that, you know, like, yo, I want to do this, and you believe it, and you got people that will believe it with you. You feel me? Like, even if you haven't done it yet, they're like, yo, I know you're gonna kill this shit.
Yeah, like, so before we've even gone to Marcy, we'd have the whole project spitting our verses, 100 people. Like, you're spitting our verse, 50 people doing your ad-libs at the same time. So that type of motivation, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that type of back will make you go in. But long story short, anyway, Dame was coming out here every month.
Yeah.
for 3 days, leave. Every month, 3 days, leave. He bring Young Guns first time. Second time, he brought Kanye, Young Guns, and John Legend and them. Third time, he came with Nicole Ray and Cam. When Cam got here, this is Come Home With Me Cam. These times.
Oh, wow.
Here, Cam, it was so serious. That's when it became like, oh, they're actually diplomats, because Cam came over here. We've been sold as Rockefeller artists, not diplomats.
Yeah.
So the 15 tracks we did in 5 days, Cam had gone to the office to Dame and said, let me hear the tracks. And Dame's like, yo, chill, not yet. So, what the fuck you mean, chill, not yet? They're my artists. They almost got into a fist fight in the office over us, over the tracks, because Cam started to feel like, Dame, you going over there trying to cut me out of my situation.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean? So it got like that. Then they're friends again. Or Jim will call me and be like, you done the deal with Rockefeller yet? I was like, how we done the deal with Rockefeller yet? Where Dipset? And he was like, okay, good, my nigga. You done that. Whatever, cool. Cam will call me an hour later. Is Dame over there? I just had an argument with him. You done the deal with Rockefeller? I was like, no, we're going to do all right, cool. So that type of stuff was happening. So we knew we had some sort of, you know what I mean?
But you also knew there was a friction between, like, the communication's not clear.
Yeah, but it was like brotherly love frictions. Like,
yeah, of course.
Like me and Mel will have a fight. It's the same way I see Dame and
It's a friendly competition in a way.
Yeah.
But we didn't know how sought after or how important we were within that whole situation, that whole infrastructure. Because a lot of the time, we weren't there for a lot of the crazy shit. Like, we didn't see billboards like of us in Atlanta and Miami and LA. Like, there's places that hadn't even been that had billboards of us on like the big fucking Macy's.
This is pre-social media. That's why, right?
This is what I'm saying. So people don't really like.
MySpace.
This is pre.
MySpace
days. YouTube weren't even popping like that. You feel me? Like, it wasn't even like that. So now it's like
YouTube didn't exist till 06.
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We had YouTube. We had YouTube.
No, that was after. I'm talking about before. Like, we're talking about 04, 03.
One time we did the Rockaware billboard on like YouTube. And
YouTube was just come.
YouTube just came out on 06, January 06.
See, we weren't even
true.
YouTube weren't even.
Because I had an account within 3 days.
Yeah.
I still not looking dirty and washed like most niggas. You know what I'm saying?
I remember being in a diplomat office and we seen JR. Jay was looking mad young at the time.
So you saw JR Ryder?
Yeah, we saw JR Ryder, and then he was like, oh, I heard you the new guys. Come listen to my 8-minute freestyle. So we listened to these 8-minute freestyles. Yeah, it's crazy, whatever. Then he was like, come meet us in the studio. He goes, where? What studio? You're gonna go Duke's house? I was like, nah, we don't record at Duke's house. We record in the big studio. He's like, come here, recording in the big studio. I said, we're signed Rockefeller. And he's like, oh. So we had like our situation, we was Dips, but we was Rockefeller as well. Like,
okay.
I remember one time they was asking us, why are Mega May ordering more Rockaware than everyone in the Rockefeller except Jay-Z and Dame? Like, we milked that situation like as much as we could, to the point when Dame had us staying in his apartment in Tribeca, $6 million apartment, me, Mega, and Nicole Ray, and because we was downtown and we just couldn't be bothered to find the dry cleaners to wash our clothes. We was like, we don't even know how to wash clothes. So they sent us 100 boxes, 100 pair of socks, like stuff like that. We was doing.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because we treated the situation like it could end tomorrow. Like, we wasn't. Is what I'm saying. We wasn't cocky with it. We wasn't. You know what I mean? We wasn't.
We just made them.
Now you did it right. Y'all did it right.
We made the most of it because that type of situation. It's surreal. We're sending $6 million across
the thing from Quentin Tarantino and
trophy lost, like, it's crazy.
But hold on, you said you stayed there with Nicole Ray.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Hold on, is she bad in person?
Yeah, I was dealing with her at the time still.
You was rocking with Nicole Ray? That was your girl?
Yeah, they had a track Back Against the Wall. Crazy track. Crazy.
That should have been.
Wow.
That should have been a single. It was a smash, summer smash, and that was.
But Dame went with If I Was Your Girlfriend instead of that song. But that song would have done numbers.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. So where did this all? At one point, Rockefeller closed down, right?
Yeah. When Dame and Jay split, it's literally the year we got in is the year that it just all went to shit.
I have a question. I have a question before we get into that. During the Rockefeller days, did you see the friction between Jay-Z and Dipset?
Yeah.
I thought you said Jay-Z and Dame.
We seen Von, and then Von was like, "You guys are Dipset now." We was like, yeah. Guys are nice niggas over there. And then Jewels crossed the street.
Oh, word. Hold on. He said, y'all the nicest dudes on Dipset?
Yeah.
Wow.
But I just took that as that side wasn't fucking with that side.
Yeah.
So then by the time Jewels had crossed the street, we turned around and then Von was in like, on some like spy shit, just weaving in and out of the crowd. Like, he's already gone. Like I'm not even trying to sit, you know what I mean? Be around that type of it. Right. Or we'd see, what was the name of the other brother? There's Murder, there's Von, and there's the other one. There's Sheik. Sheik was like, yo, we knew you guys first. Like, what's going on? Like, well, what's up? You can say, what's up? We're like, no, it's not like that. We've got mad love for you guys and all that. Yeah. So we was getting that vibe, like, you know what I mean? That type of vibe. And then Bleak seen us, acted like he never seen us in Daily's life. So we just took that as like, yeah, cool. That side, and then there's this side. Right. But we were still like, we know what our history is. We know what we
that sounds like Bleak. That sounds like Bleak. I know.
Yeah, so Bleak was like, fuck these niggas, they're Dipset now. I'm not even acknowledging these guys.
So that's the thing. We got a lot of we got the flack for the affiliation, but we didn't get to get the perks from it. We didn't get to get the good shit from being affiliated with Dipset. Not as much because we weren't there when it was like really the height of it.
We were dipping in and out. Because the Statliner situation that got messy around 04 to 06. We couldn't get into America.
Yeah.
Couldn't be in America.
So by the time we got back into America. Jim Jones and Cam weren't speaking, so we was caught in that split. You feel me?
We'll get to that in a minute. Yeah, we'll get that.
The Damon J split affected the deal with the Rockefeller deal, so we didn't actually get to sign the deal because the label folded. So everyone that was with them at the time, when they had Nicole Ray or they had MOP, they just signed MOP or Twister Nori or Joe Biden. Remember, he got so many people like Dame started. He didn't sign him, but he was getting him close to getting the fuckers. So then it started. It just fizzled out. So that was done. And then by the time we got back in, then Jim and Cam weren't speaking, so there was no one to oversee an actual deal. So when we thought we could speak to like Jim about him situating us or doing something with like a Koch thing, he's going to be more focused on what he's doing with like Stack Bundles and Max B and them, because they haven't even got deals individually. He's just got his deal there. So we didn't really know about all this shit going on. So we're just coming through like, all right, we're coming back from London. We've just been through a madness. Like, we're coming to get our pot of gold. We're coming to get to the money. And then we're coming there, and then we're starting from the bottom again. Like, starting from scratch. And that's when we hollered at Jordan Tower. That's when we got to the bit where we was like, yeah, let's get this shit popping. Let's do these videos. Let's get back on the scene and go on a couple of
look, last time we was there was 2004 summer. That's when we were staying in the Trophy Loft apartment and stuff like that, running around with you was.
And then we didn't come back.
Recording Who Dares Wins, no?
Yeah, Who Dares Wins,
Who Dares Wins mixtape. That's what we was recording. That's our first mixtape where we dropped through Dipset. It did quite well. We sold over 20,000 units. And that really gave us our
ended up being the source as one of the most sold mixtapes and all.
That's what gave us our initial thing popping. Yeah. So at that time, Jim had just signed his Koch deal and was running around trying to promote his first album.
Okay.
Doing his like promo run for his first album.
Yeah.
So we went back to England. We're stuck in England. We're watching DVDs. Smack. Come Up. What's the one Arliss Michaels and them used to do?
Real Talk.
I think that's what we know you from, Emmerich and all that. And
I was on Real Talk.
Those DVDs was hitting England hard, like in the streets. So we've got we've got this commercial level that our industry respect, but then we've got the streets where these DVDs and mixtapes are doing.
That shit was big over there because I used to move a lot of DVDs.
I know you guys are making money over there. I know Europe especially. I know you guys are making money.
DVDs so crazy. Like it was like.
So we're watching JR, Harrell, Jar Jar doing that shit with Jim. 40. We're watching them all getting money. Bezel even. You see what I'm saying? They're getting money. They're moving. Best out things. And then because we're in England, we're not getting the looks that we're supposed to be getting. Like, they'll do the website, have the section for everyone, and leave out our section. Our fans are going crazy. I have to call Karen Civil. Karen Civil puts up our section blows up. Who Dares Wins doing numbers. So what we did is we just put our own money into ourselves. They gave us some money to be down with Rockefeller because we were like, yo, you can't be running around saying you signed us and we haven't got any, like, you haven't paid us. We ain't got no money. Yeah. So between him and Hoffa, they gave us like 5 figures. You see what I'm saying? We put that on this apartment we live in now. That's now worth $500 million. You see what I'm saying? So they kind of helped save this apartment for us. You see what I mean? By giving us
salute.
Yes. So that's right. We want nothing but good things to say about them two always. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So we just put our own money in, and one of our niggas in the street that we was down with, he's giving us 10 racks. We've got another 10 racks, and then put in into Streets of Salute album. But it wasn't an album; it was like a mixtape album.
Yeah.
What we had done is we had Mega was in the Rockefeller offices and
Having to stumble across a little
a
bag of
bag
CDs.
with all our
I was
CDs
like, oh,
in
what's
it.
this?
So we took all the hard drives, like all the tracks from.
I was like, what is this?
All the parts, all the files. So then what we did was just leaked a mixtape album, and
Nice.
then people in the States looked at that album like our version of Koch type situation and stuff like that.
No,
So-
everyone loves that album to this day.
So we was running
Label
around doing
classic.
shows in Europe, Finland, headlining festivals. No, we actually supposed to go to festival in Finland to meet you all because we hadn't seen them in like a year and a half.
Yeah.
They didn't. Oh, so we ended up having to headline the festival.
Yeah, it was crazy. A big boy festival though.
Oh, that's crazy.
Us
Yeah.
in Slum Village.
Yeah. So many rooms there that were just left there. There was just like empty, open rooms.
So we're just over there, 3 of us with 10 rooms.
10
so
rooms,
headline the
fuck,
festival.
like,
So we only went there to meet him on some like, yo, we're gonna be back soon. We're working on our cases.
Yeah.
Whatever. So by the time we beat our cases, we're getting ready to beat our cases, and Baby Grand's called a chick we was working with called Naja. She was like our assistant / manager type thing at the time. So they were trying to give us 30 racks for Streets of Salute. So we was like, oh, okay, that's a nice flip.
Yeah.
Get the money back we put, and then we make some more money off a CD.
Hell
That's
yeah.
what. But that just had me thinking like, what? He wants to give us
Why did we do
30,000
that,
for an
though?
old CD.
Why
Why
did
we
we do
stuck here?
Oh, so
You see what I'm saying? So
timing.
that to me was like, what? They're cutting checks over there.
So hold on, y'all never did the deal with Baby Grand?
By the
No.
time we got in, it was too late. Like the CD had been out
No.
4 months, 5 months. By the time we got back in.
Okay.
Yeah, we just
And
kept.
who called y'all from Baby Grand? Was that Chuck Wilson?
Yeah, it was the boss, the main guy, because we had
Okay.
a meeting with him when we got in. So now when we come back in America, 06, we haven't been around the dips or been in America in 2 years. We come back, new fashion sense, Maharishi down,
Yeah.
Rollies, no ice. You see what I'm saying? Whole new image, cut the braids off, come to America one style. See
Used
what
to
I'm
have the
saying?
braids in, but now let the wave spin. You know them ones.
So we come to America, mixtape, and we really came to America. It's crazy. It actually happened. So
Yeah.
on the mixtape, we're talking about beating the cases coming in, and we actually did. So
Yeah.
we popped back up. By this time, Mega's right. Like Joel's Jim and Cam ain't really seeing eye to eye, but it's not that bad. They're talking, but they're not
Yeah.
together. So
Gotcha.
we
But
found
why?
Joel's
Why do
spot.
you feel that way? Why do you feel they weren't talking?
We had no idea. Last time we was there,
Yeah.
we were all on Rockefeller, all having fun. It was all
Yeah.
like, you see what I'm saying? Whatever. So by the time we come back, because no one told us.
Okay.
No one told us what was going on. So when we were with Joel's, Cam sent a car to go get us from Joel's studio. Duke's come to come get us. Duke's picked us up, taking us to Cam's studio. And I remember Joel's calling like Duke 3 times. I was good to Mega mate. They're good. Everything good. Whatever. I was like, oh look, Joel's is calling in, making sure we're good. Oh, he's good nigga. Not knowing, he's probably just calling in to see like
What's up?
what's going on today. Is Cam gonna take him? You know what I mean? If you do his thing with him or whatever. Cam didn't tell us what was going on either at the time.
Yeah.
But we always had a good relationship with Cam from when he came to London and we ran around together and all that. You see what I'm saying? So Cam was probably really hospitable with us. Like, oh, here's a security close to my house. You can stay when you want. Studio's there. You could do whatever. Then Cam disappeared again.
Oh yeah.
Then we're back with Joel's. We'd see Jim from time to time, but we knew Jim's plate was too full. When we first got there, we hit him up like, what's good? What's the situation?
Yeah.
And Jim, we're going to get you an apartment, get you some cars and whatever. But we knew he had Stack and Max and Mel Matrix and the whole Bird Gang thing on his plate. And he was just getting to pop off as an artist himself. So we just gave him room to breathe and just hung out with Joel's and did our own. And then that's when we called Jordan. When we found out they was arguing,
Yeah.
I remember Meg was in the back room like, yo, fuck this rap shit. I'm going back to him. Fuck this. I'm going back.
Yeah.
Even Joel saw like, yo, what's the matter, man? He's like, nah, man. Like, what's going on? Like, it's can't happen to us twice. Jay and Dame and now you guys. Like,
Damn.
this rap thing is crazy. So Joel's like, yeah, you just get hot, man. Just make yourself hot. So he was like, yeah, all right, cool. Watch this. I called Bundy. Bundy called Fendi. Fendi said, yeah, cool. I'll do the SAS thing, but they've got to have a co-signer with Jim or Cam.
Yeah.
And I remember talking to Fendi in 05, trying to bring him to London. That's how much the DVDs was doing damage. I was going to bring him to London to do a London special with us. And he was talking about 10 racks. We was like, 10 racks? Fam, we'll see you when we come up.
Salute to Fendi, but he never saw the bigger picture. Salute to Fendi, though, for everything.
Yeah, we got to pay for the flights and everything like that, but he wanted money out of it, which makes sense. At the time, he's thinking, well, if the dips ain't promoting you like that, why should we come out there and do whatever we need to do? That was always the thing.
Okay.
So
long story short, we got Jewels to
co-sign it. And then like, we don't know what Cam is, and then we're not going to make Jim do it because he's got his own movement over there. So Jewels was like, I'll do it. And then that's how we met Jordan. And Jordan's come through to Jewels' studio. And we did Come to America video.
That was a classic video.
And then that was fucking sick because we had the Louis bags coming through on some Hakeem and Semi shit.
Yeah.
Yo.
You get me?
It all makes sense. Cam's Joffrey Joe, me and Mega was Hakeem and Semi. It all made sense.
But then after that, that's when then you made the link with Jewels, and then obviously did the thing with Wheezy, the Black Republican.
Yeah.
That was that era.
Yeah, that was a trick video because I had to tell Jewels. I was like, "Yo, Jewels." I told Jewels, "Yo, we already got Wayne's part. We didn't have Wayne's part. Jewels does his part. Then we show Wayne. Yo, Jewels already did his part, and Wayne's like, because they weren't talking. They weren't.
You have to go to North Carolina for that,
huh?
Didn't you have to go to North Carolina?
I went to North Carolina. Brought Nikki. I brought Nikki with me. Introduced her to Wayne because Fendi was on house arrest.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's nuts. That's what I'm saying. We met. That's around the time when we met Nikki as well, because we went to we had enough of being like just in the studio because obviously Jewels was doing his shit and his Skull Gang shit. Like, so we was just like, you know what, man, we kind of want to be like self-contained and do our own shit. So we went to Queens and linked up with our Queens niggas. Yeah. And then
that's the time Fire and Ice was popping. Shout out Bundy Crumb. They're our original niggas.
Shout out to Bundy Crumb. That's the
Bundy Crumb, Roos Spit.
Yeah.
Bubba Smith.
Shout out to Bundy.
Nikito Crumb, that was our original niggas that we was running around with
before we even so
Kanye.
Matter of fact, Bundy did mention y'all to me because I was supposed to do a documentary with him and he mentioned y'all. He damn sure did.
They're original. They're our original niggas. That's the guy. Like, so when we're doing shows and shit, we're not with Dipset. When we're going upstate Syracuse to do shows and holes in the wall for $5,000 and all that, like he's driving. You see what I'm saying?
Oh wow.
Through Nikito got deported to Trinidad. Bubba Smith as well was there at the time. We had Dome around us at the time back in the day. You see what I'm saying? So Doe Pesci that made all the beats for Yayo.
That's where we were staying there when we was in East New York around that time. That's who we was with.
That's who we was with the whole time when we met Kanye.
Where y'all was staying at in East New York?
Pitkin and Montauk. Pitkin and Montauk.
Oh, that's right there. That's 2 blocks from me.
Yeah, see, that's where we was at. Yeah. So Bruce Spitz and them, they was there. They were with us when we went baseline as well. That's how we met Marzi and all that as well.
Yeah, Maserati Fox.
Oh yeah.
Stack
R.I.P. Maserati Fox.
Rest in peace, Stack. You know what I mean?
40 Coward moved to Queens as well, so he was over there a lot at the time.
There was a lot of shit going on.
A lot of talent. Nicky was over there sometimes. You see what I'm saying? So that little Fine High studio, that studio was popping.
It was lit. It was always.
I remember that studio. Yeah.
Trust me, it was proper. Yeah. And
we met Trav there as well.
Yeah, we met Trav there.
Oh yeah, because Trav was down with Maserati Fox.
Yeah. We met Tony Yayo.
And we met Slow there as well. We met Slow there, and then we introduced Slow to Jewels. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's how the whole Slow Bus started running with Jewels and Skull Gang.
Yeah.
It was crazy. The whole mix was nuts. It was like the Emotionless video we went to, that Jim Jones one. I was on the phone with. I think I was on the phone with Zlo, and then Zlo was with 50, and then he put I gave the phone to Jewels, and Jewels spoke to 50.
Wow. Okay. Wait a minute. This is what I was talking about.
Bro. Like, see us, we was in the mix.
Wait a minute. I was at that video with you guys. Yeah. Remember how spooky it got when Cameron went at 50 on Hot 97?
We was all gathered around the radio at the video shoot.
Yes.
Radio on the floor. About 30 of us, all bent over listening to it, like, ooh, live time. This is why I love America, because we get everything that happens, it's already happened. Sometimes we get it live, we don't. But to be in the city and a beef kicks off while you're listening to the radio in real time, it's crazy.
So let's be clear. This is the day that Cameron called. 50 was on the radio with Andrew Martinez. Cameron called and started that beef. That's the beef. That's when the beef started. We were all uptown. Jim, Jewels, me, SAS, Stack Bundles, everybody shooting the Emotionless video. And I remember when that happened. Freaky Zeke was there too. You guys all went in the back. I'm watching you guys. I'm watching you guys watch the radio. So Slow called you guys after that happened and put 50 on the phone with Jewels.
Yeah, right after the radio literally happened. Literally, like 5 minutes after, Mega jumped in the Phantom with Jewels, and then Slow was with 50. So Slow's called Mega. Mega's put Jewels on the phone. 50. Slow's put 50 on the phone, and then that's why I don't think Jewels was ever in the line of fire, because they had a conversation straight after.
Yeah, because I used to go out with Slow all the time, like him and his and his man them like going out partying and shit. Like when I used to be like, oh man, it's the weekend studio, fuck all this, man. I'm trying to see some girls be out. So we used to just roll out. So I met a few people through him. He was like, yeah, it's my guy, he's Dipset, but he's from London, and he'd introduce me to like Uncle Murder, a few other people when we'd be out and about. But then one of the days I told him come through, and then he came to the studio to come get me from Jewel's studio, and then them lot formed their own relationship and everything else.
No, he met Jewel's when we went to the airport.
Is it when we go to the airport?
We had to go get our bags from Jewel's house.
Oh, okay. I thought it was going to
But okay, so did you hear what 50 said? He said to Cameron, and Cameron mentioned this in that long thing he did with Instagram. He said 50, when he did his first diss, he baited Jim Jones to come out by saying, demoting Cameron and upgrading Jim Jones in the ranking. He said, I'm demoting Cameron. Jim Jones is now the head of Dipset. And then all of a sudden, a week or two later, we already knew what was going on because we were at that video. We saw they weren't fucking with Cam doing that thing and not them being in the, in the know how what's going on, So
yeah, because you know what it was? Is Cam wasn't around, so Cam didn't realize the alliances, the small alliances, like we was making in the streets. Like for instance, we was in the studio in Queens. We was always in Queens. We always lived there. We left Jewel's studio and thought, you know what, we're gonna be with our guys on ground level where we feel comfortable.
Of course. Yeah.
Like I can't get around Bentleys and Phantoms and all that, and I haven't even cut a check for 50 grand yet. You know what I mean? For one of these indies that everyone's raping at the moment. Let me go back to the basics.
Yeah.
With my guys from the hood, and you know what I mean, and you know what I mean, get some inspiration
That's
that
smart.
way. So
yeah.
we're over there. So Yayo has popped up one day with Lodi and another guy. I can't remember who it was.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Snoop was there as well.
Yeah,
Snoop from the Wire.
So Yayo popped up. Yayo was like, "Yo, what's good? You guys are you down with the Dipset nigga? Let's do tracks, whatever." I was like, "Whoa, chill for a minute. Like, we don't know what the situation is because we just heard that Jim and Yayo got into it in the Coliseum or not the Coliseum, some show." I think they got into it because there was friction between G Unit and Dipset at this time. I think Slow got into it with Rel and them outside Def Jam building as well. So it was a bit finicky. So we was like, "No, Yayo, you're a cool nigga." Like, and we appreciate the love you're showing us now, but we don't know what it is with people back there. So we can't like start doing songs and whatever. We took a picture though together and we put on MySpace like, "Don't believe the misconception, Dipset versus G Unit." So we was making these little alliances, whatever. We had Maserati on the phone to Jewels and Queens niggas is around Harlem niggas. It was all lovely. So by the time the beat kicked off with Cam and 50, it was like, yo, this doesn't even need to go this way. We can even negotiate a tour together or something at this point.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So that's why I think Jim and Jewels and them was feeling like that at the time. And Cam wasn't in the know because Cam wasn't around to know we was making these alliances in the streets and stuff like that. Because he was a cool nigga. He did the video with Snoop and Maserati Fox that day as well, over there.
Oh, okay. So at this point,
we just chose not to cameo in the video because we didn't want to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We didn't know what it was. We didn't want to look disloyal or whatever it may be, but it was cool.
Salute on that.
So at this point, you guys made your cameo in the Black Republicans video that was out. We had the Coming to America that was out. On the Come Up DVD, you guys are popping out. You're on all the other DVDs. You're on every DVD, just popping.
Yeah, more or less, yeah. I even spoke to French at the time, I think.
Oh, yeah, because you were probably on his DVD too, right?
No, we never did Cocaine City because it was a bit finicky with the whole rocker footage and everything like that as well.
Okay. So then the World Star era comes in.
Yeah.
And that's... So me and Q team up. I move away from the Come Up because Fendi kind of went on retirement. Remember that? Fendi went on retirement. Yeah. So I was like, yo, I'm out here. I'm like, all right.
Oh, Sub-Zero as well. That was the other guy, Sub-Zero.
So my guy put me onto the World Star thing because I was working with Prodigy. They had posted me. Then I talked to Rec. Rec was like, yeah, just go do that shit. Like do the internet wave. You know what I mean? Me and Rec decided to do the internet wave.
We was already doing our internet thing.
No, but like this was a different wave than everything else. Yeah. Like this is something else where we could get in, with our own shit,
Yeah.
And me and Q teamed up. I was providing exclusives. That's when me and Joel started hanging out a lot, and then me and you guys started doing a lot of videos.
What was the first one? The first one was
Jay Mills.
Was Jay Mills or Ransom?
Was Jay Mills first?
I think Jay Mills was first, and we announced Jay Mills.
Yeah, because Wells had gone to link Wayne at Wayne's concert, and then Wayne made the announcement. But I just happened to be just filming on the phone at the time. I think at the time we had smartphones. We had smartphones, but everyone else didn't have smartphones as well. So we knew. So we filmed him announcing he had signed Jay Mills at the concert, threw it on our website on YouTube, and the shit did like what 100,000 views in 2 days.
That's like a million now, because like
that's how we broke the news of Jay Mills signing to Young Money, and we didn't even realize what we was even doing.
And then you did a track with Jay Mills, called me, and then we announced it officially on Worldstar.
On Worldstar, yeah, we did Worlds Apart.
So they broke that. They broke the story. SAS. And we did Worlds Apart, right?
Huh?
We did Worlds Apart video.
Yeah, Worlds Apart. Yeah, Worlds Apart.
That was a classic.
The one with Ransom.
Yep. Then we did Getting Up Then Chicken. What was that song?
Yeah, it was on with Ransom.
Shake and Break with Ransom.
Shake and Break. Yeah, that shit was hard. Yeah.
We was cool with Ransom. Meg had a good relationship with Ransom's manager, Orlando. He manages that guy. What's that guy's name from Jersey now?
Oh,
Fetty
Wap.
Yeah, he's
Fetty Wap.
Not Fetty Wap, P&B Rock.
Oh yeah, P&B. He's from Philly.
He also has something to do. He works at Atlantic, so he has something to do with Kodak Black too.
Yeah, he works at Atlantic.
Yeah.
Him and Meg was real cool at the time, so we was cool with Ransom and all that. We even took Ransom to camera at one point.
Oh wow! And then we also did Sluties. Remember the Sluties?
Oh yeah, we did shot a video in Irvington. At the time they had 17 shootings in 7 days. I remember it was crazy. We hardly even shoot videos over there at the time.
And we went over there and shot a video in the worst part of Jersey.
What? It was crazy over there. But it was real comfy though. Like I said, anyway, it was fam.
Yeah.
Haitians, Sluties. That was Roo's cousins and all that. So Bundy and them was all over there and all that. So they was family anyway. So
shout out to the Sluties.
Yeah, shout out to
Screws Loose, boy. Shit, that used to get me twisted.
Drinking Screws Loose in a trap house in Irvington.
Those guys were crazy, bro.
Yeah, they were nuts. they had some bangers too. But fucking, so much shit's happened. It's nuts. I'm just going through memory lane. Like, boy, it's like 3 lifetimes.
Yeah, I know. Bro, that's why when I look back at stuff, I'm like, wow, that's a lot in a shorter period of time.
It's a lot of shit happened, a lot, and we weren't even there for most of it because we was in London.
But we was there at key points though, son. Key points.
No, super key points. Like that's why we had to connect on this because you guys are. First of all, we haven't talked in a while, so we had to get that going again. You know what I mean? Like, 'cause not for any reason. We just haven't. You've been doing you guys. I've been doing me. We've been trying to figure shit out, right? But now we're reconnected.
Before we used to be in the States all the time, 3 months at a time. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like budget in to be over there that long without being here to re-up and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So really and truly, we shouldn't have been doing it like that. I think we should have been more or less coming there 2 weeks leaving, then coming back 2 weeks leaving. Like being over there for such a long period.
Yeah, like have a schedule set up to duck out a bunch of shit for 2 weeks.
We weren't able to come back here and get our money up here and then go back. You know what I mean? We had to stay there for 3 months at a time. So it was kind of hard to maintain over there at times.
Okay, so then
and keep up with what everyone else was doing at the same time.
Oh yeah, so then we'll briefly go over this because everyone knows this story. Then everything with Joel's kind of crumbled eventually because of some tour he went on over there.
That's a situation that's still now that's still popping now. Like they come next week, that same situation will happen. When Cam came here, they still like wanted to talk to him about the money and all that. So
yeah. I mean, as you should, right? How much money was it? It was a lot of money, right?
I've heard 40,000, then I've heard 70,000, then I've heard 100. But it's the amount of money that's never going to go away. This is a show from 2004. Yeah. Like, we're talking about, 13 years ago. That piece is still...
What happened with that situation? Who got the money? Was it Big Joe? Who got that money?
Well, this is what happened now. When we was there in 2004, we was with Cam, we'd come back from the office. Yeah. And we seen Joe. Joe said, some English guys have come out here and they want to do a show and stuff like that. And they brought the money. I was like, do the show. They brought the money. Like, yeah, do it. Yeah. They're like, yeah, do it. Exactly. So when it came down to the show, they didn't come. I remember Mega calling Cam saying, yo, how you didn't, you guys are supposed to be here right now. And Cam said, I know. It was some, I don't know, some mix up with flights or something to do like that. We're not too sure because we don't know the stipulations of the contract. Yeah. So they didn't come. Yeah. But then a year or two after that, just before we got back in 2006, we was hearing murmurings of, oh, you guys are good, but they can't come back here. Yeah. What do you mean? What do you mean they can't come back here? No, they can't come back here. I think it's upset. There was a lot of guys that put their money together, like of course. 4 or 5 guys, older heads as well, way older than us. So they was unhappy. So when we got back to the States, we seen Big Joe at a Nike shoot. And I can't remember what type of joke he made. He made one of them jokes. You know, Joe likes to make them type of jokes. I said something to him like, yo, well, at least we ain't out here stealing money from people in other countries for shows and not turning up, sneak thieving. Yeah. He's like, what? What did you just say to me? Say that again, I'll punch you in the face. I was like, yeah. I went right up in his face. Dick even, yeah, boy. What's going on? What are we gonna do? So we almost got into it with him.
Yeah.
And then it was bad. It was like the Jaws and Nike shoot. They had to break us up and everything. So you would think,
wow.
if I'm getting into a situation with one of you guys managers where it's getting heated to the point we're gonna go to blows, why would I do that if it's not over anything?
And we ain't getting nothing out of it. We're nothing to do with it. So it's just like, well,
you see what I'm saying?
That whole situation was just stupid.
No one called Big Joe at the time. Say, you know what? Call them guys in England, find out what's going on. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? They just brushed it off like.
It was a bad look, and it's our city. Like that was a stupid.
Yeah, they should have done it in our city.
They should have done that. That's just violating. Like that's crazy.
Not us here. Say we were some clowns or something. Them guys could have kidnapped us, and everything.
Of course.
We're not getting SS back until we get our show. You see what I'm saying? If we were some whatever guys, you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Not put you in that type of situation.
Someone else to see. If you're gonna do that, then you at least tell the people that you're doing that with. That you did that. You see what I'm saying? You didn't tell us, you didn't know none of that shit. So we're like.
So it looked like your line Jewels up, pretty much.
No. I don't think it. I didn't take it like that either.
We didn't.
What I'm saying is we didn't know that he had done that or they had done that.
Oh, y'all didn't even know.
We didn't know that he knew about it. So we was just like, what the fuck? Like trying to defend it. Like, nah, man, these are our niggas. They're good dudes. Like Dipset, like, but we didn't know that they had known about the shit already. You understand? So it was like it's almost like we're co-signing the fuckery. Like we're actually acting like it's normal, and that's not normal. So you know what I mean? Niggas, they're not trying to. People ain't trying to hear that. If you've taken something from somebody, I ain't trying to hear. No, that's my people. If they done something, feel me? So that whole situation was just it was selfish. It was disrespectful. It was just no regard.
Well, so Jewels went on tour over there, right? Not knowing.
Yeah, but let's break down the tour situation first. They get their first European tour. Yeah. We've been waiting for them to do this European tour forever so we can open up and do what we need to do and cash in a fan base all across Europe.
Yeah.
These guys couldn't even tell the tour manager, we need SAS to open up. The tour manager was finicky about it because, like I said, Europe, they follow America. They don't follow England, UK.
Right.
Like, we're in Europe, in UK, but we're separate from the rest of Europe.
Right.
Gotcha.
Water separates us. So we don't consider ourselves... We're Europeans, but not Europe. We're in the European continent.
We're not anymore. Even with what's going on, Brexit now, it's like separate.
Yeah. So he was like, nah, they don't want to hear UK rappers.
Oh,
George and them couldn't even say to him, listen, if they don't open up, we're not coming. They was like, all right, cool, we'll do the show anyway. So we was tight. We were so angry. Like, what? Your first European show, and you're just gonna go do the show, and you're gonna let this promoter dictate to you who you're gonna bring to do the show and all that. Right. And it's crazy because at the time. We was linking Cam, and Cam wanted to do the situation with us and everything like that. So it got a bit weird with us and Jaws around.
Wow. Yeah.
Jaws is looking at it like, you're going to go do an album with Cam, Terminal 3. Like, where was he when you got in the country? I'm the one that's been holding you down and all that and whatever. And we was looking at him like, wow. Like, all right, cool, you two are not talking. But what? You expect us not to eat to appease you lot because you're not saying eye to eye. You should be like, you know what? I'm not dealing with Cam like that right now. Go get your money. Yeah. We're still cool, whatever. But they was really looking at us like they didn't want us to go over there and do a situation with Cam.
Yeah.
So this is all right before the tour. So we're already looking at guys like, well, you guys are moving like pagans. Like, what's going on? This is crazy. Like, we was on Rockefeller with you. Like, guys wanted us underneath Skull Gang and stuff like that, which would have been cool. We didn't care about George being our boss. Yeah. But where's the money?
Right.
Show me the money, Jerry Maguire stuff. Yeah. Where is it? It's crazy at this point. Yeah. Like, we've been on billboards, been in State Probably 2 movie. You know what I'm saying? Done tours all around the place. We was on $5,000 a show at the time from our own hard work, running around with Jordan doing these DVDs and videos and stuff like that. And then
was on the album, was on Diplomatic Community 2, so we didn't get no money from that. So we're just looking at it like, yo, where's the...
We was on George's album as well, but he took us off because we was in England. They thought we weren't going to get rid of those cases.
On the second album.
But that would have helped us, God being on the platinum album. And then JR called us in England through Karen Civil and said, send me a track and put us on his album. JR didn't have to do that. We weren't even there outside our mind. That's why to this day, it doesn't matter what happens with JR. I respect that guy. Because he actually called in, like, yo, them guys are nice, I need them on my album. Yeah. And called England. These guys are acting like being in England was like being in outer space. So, you know what I'm saying? So, by the time we go to England, now you want us to do what? Like, take on your beef over £70,000, and then you're not going to put no money in our pocket as well. No, this is what we're going to do. We're going to stand here and make sure nothing happens to you guys. Yeah? So if they move on you, they move on us.
Yeah.
Like,
But at the same time,
to the point, look, if shots started flying, reality is if shots started flying,
first.
niggas would have got hit. Like, you feel what I'm saying? We would have been there and we would have got hit in the crossfire or whatever from us standing saying big thing. And it was that real. That situation was very sticky.
Yeah.
Yo, but what exactly happened? Because I'm gonna keep it real with you. The streets was saying J.R. Ryder and Jewels was kidnapped. Like, facts. That's what.
See that part there? We don't know what happened in that part there because we was in front of the hotel, facing the 50 niggas, 50, 60 niggas. We had about 20 niggas out there with us.
Yeah.
And they disappeared. So the next thing we saw,
Jewels and them went out the back way.
Oh shit!
Okay. Out the back way and then kind of drove off and left us out there in front of the hotel. Yeah. So what you guys see on camera is when the guys caught up with them in chased their cars and whatever, pulled them over, and then they went to another hotel and they made like an alliance, and it was some passive aggressive type thing. That's what you guys saw.
Yeah,
we wasn't around.
We wasn't around. So what you saw is what we saw. So imagine us like standing there, being the last people in front of the hotel. Yeah, waiting there and then leaving. So we leave. We're the last there. Go, and then we put on like, I don't know, World Star, whatever website it was, and then seeing all that. So we saw it at the same time you lot are seeing all the madness.
And they threw you under the bus, basically.
Yeah, under the bus.
Under the bus.
There should be a new expression for
no, but the thing was...
Things for us under the Mack trucks.
No, but the thing was...
fucking buildings.
No, the thing that made it crazy for us is we were the last ones in front of the hotel, facing 50 niggas while everyone was chilling in the hotel room.
Yeah.
Yeah. We was outside in the cold to the point I told certain guys, so my guys, go home, because I can see where this is gonna go. Yeah. And if you guys go jail and all that, you're not gonna hear from niggas again. It's gonna be us that have to deal with the situation. So you go home. You go home. You're alive while you go home. We got the situation handled. So we're last ones out there. And then he's like, we left him in a cold.
Damn.
That whole situation. I don't even like going on because that whole situation.
Okay, so I'll involve.
It was crazy.
I'll involve myself now. So Jewels comes back to the States. You guys already called me, right?
Yeah.
So I already knew what happened, right? So Jewels has me come to the studio. He takes all his jewelry. I was like, I never got robbed. Then he gets 10 on the phone. I'm like, this is fucking weird because I know you guys. We spent a lot of time together. Like, these are guys that came from London, going to Staten Island, go to Brooklyn, Marcy Price. Yeah. They're not suckers. They're not suckers. You know what I mean? Like,
they're not suckers, but mainly
they stayed in East New York. That's the wildest place in the world.
It's not even us even up in love, G. Salute. But ain't even that. It's not even about us being tough or anything. We're first and foremost, we're loyal.
Exactly. We have morals and principles.
Yeah, I'd never would do that. Like us line him up, set him up, or us leave. Like, no way. I would never do that. And then come on camera and talk like I can look in the camera and talk to people about it.
We wouldn't be able to sleep.
Nah. Never that. That's one thing I never run. Never ran. Anyone that knows us or knows what's happened, I've taken L's. You know what I mean? I've been through mad shit. Niggas is like whatever, but niggas never ran, and niggas never done no shady shit. You get me? Like, always keep it official.
Actually, the only time I ran Atlanta, the guy ambushed me with an AK, so
I would run too.
Oh yeah, that's different.
I'm just saying
I got away with all the jewels intact.
No, sometimes you got to run. Sometimes you got to run away to fight another day. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, Superman, I never run. But like, as far as like running and leaving your dogs, nah. Like, me in a situation and someone's trying to stick it on me and I'm on my ones, damn right, fuck it, we're gonna do fight a million niggas, do you know what I mean? No. But you're with people and you can't leave a man down. Like, you never leave a man. Like, you can't do that.
No, you share. You
know
share if someone moves on someone, if they move on 10 man to where they move on one man, that one man's gonna probably get beaten to death. They move on 10, everyone can share the licks. You see what I'm saying? So it's not one.
But either way, that shit was just all lies, and I think that anyone that with any sense would be able to see through what happened and know what happened. Do you know what I mean? A lot of people think we set them up and we did all that stuff. I'm here to say, like, we never did that.
Okay, you're clear the air. But let me interject here. So what was that shit about when the dude had his arms around Jewels? I think he was in like in a diner or some shit. One of the dudes, the promoter.
They're in the lobby of the hotel.
Yeah, what was that shit about?
You know what? This is the situation. This is what they say from their standpoint, because we haven't really spoken to them from them. They said they was having fun, chilling with the guys. Yeah? I know London guys. Yeah, London man and how London man move. Yeah, to me it looked passive aggressive.
Yeah.
They look like we know we got your heart. So we're gonna do or treat you anyhow we want to treat you.
Right.
Like me, I want to be comfortable in that type of situation. Like,
Yeah, because you could tell Jewels didn't want to be on camera. You could tell at that time.
It was weird. It was just weird.
He said that he made an alliance with them and they was all chilling and everything was all good. So
that shit didn't look like that.
As long as he just stopped saying that we left him shit. No, we don't.
Yeah, we don't really care about
that. Yeah.
You
know what I'm saying? And we don't really need to try and I don't know. Jordan knows us.
Yeah.
Like anyone that knows us watching this sees like never always trying to be super tough or have some sort of image. I don't really care about all that shit, man.
I don't even know how we got demoted even into security. We was on Rockefeller on building.
I'm a rapper, like
all of a sudden now
I'm a goon.
You're not traveling with security that you're supposed to be paying and all that, and then the artists are supposed to be the guys that are fly boys.
Yeah.
Are what in front of the hotel playing security for you?
Like really?
Like, do you see what I'm saying? Where's your security? Like,
you're the talent. You're the talent.
And all our people. Then his security was upstairs in the room with him.
That's crazy.
You see what I'm saying? So to us, that's cheeky. It's like we should have just went home. To be honest,
we shouldn't even fucking been in that situation.
Yeah, we should have been on that. We shouldn't have gone on that tour and everything like that. Because when we went on the tour, we went to Amsterdam. 30, 50 people in the crowd like SAS. Guess what the promoter did after that? Oh, now I want you to perform. But guess what? The budget's all gone. The 10,000 I gave Zeke, and he didn't even come. You see what I'm saying? It was all gone. I can only give you $500 a show now. Stupid nigga, you should have booked us before we even got here. What did you think was gonna happen when we got on stage? Like they acted like we didn't have a fan base in Europe. Like we wasn't running through Europe doing $3,000 a show, $2,000 a show to do 3 songs. You see what I'm saying? So that to us, we just like, yo, what's the point of this situation? We get all the bad. You know the quote I saw the other day, and I thought, what that quote suits that situation perfectly. Niggas will call you to die with them, but they won't call you to get rich with them.
Bam.
That's how I sum up that one situation. Don't get me wrong, we had really good times with them and everything like that. But for him to try and put that blame on us, we didn't. They wasn't on us because we didn't take any part of the money. And guess what? If we was part of that show and they would have given us our little $5,000 or $10,000, whatever for the show, we'd have given back if we didn't perform.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We would have given back. Like you never had us in a situation where we owe promoters money. Those who didn't show up.
Yeah, I don't owe no one no money.
We don't owe anyone.
No one out there.
So let's get past. So fast forward to today. That's done. We're all past those situations. Salute to Jewels. Jewels is trying to make a comeback. We don't want to act like,
No, it's not like, no. Just that situation, that's what we was just like, even to this day, we're like, we don't, maybe, and I try to see it from his point of view as well sometimes. Like,
yeah.
Maybe because we was outside and he was upstairs for like an hour and stuff. We weren't communicating like every 10 minutes and that. He was just like, what are they doing? Are they downstairs hiding? Or we was in the front of the hotel. I wish those days the cameramen were out there. With
I just think when you know somebody, if you know someone for years, you call their phones and you speak to them like, I'm not into this camera.
Definitely.
Yeah. Even with this conversation, I'm just like, whatever. You
know, I know. That's why I'm just kind of. I just wanted you to.
I know, but people want to know, so you got to let them know.
I just wanted you to clear it up from your perspective on a.
Some people I think we set them up.
Yeah, a lot of people think that.
But that's why I asked those questions.
Exactly. I understand that. Yeah,
I know you guys. You know.
Yeah. No, we've heard that as well.
So
now, because the streets were saying them niggas got kidnapped in London. You dig what I'm saying? This is the streets. This is
but we just cleared it up. So So now, definitely. No, I hear you, Rec. So now we're in today. How do you view Jewels and everybody? Like it's just like we do us.
I don't. To be honest, I don't think about them. But
let's just leave it on a positive note. You know, like salute.
We can't shake it off. We can't shake that whole thing off or that stigma because that is a major part of our career, like Diplomats, Rockefeller, whatever, of what we've done even now. Like it's a. Like they were a movement, they were a big movement. Like it's part of history, it's part of rap history, everything. You know what I'm saying? So I understand why people will always ask us and want to know about that situation. But as far as I'm concerned, I don't hold grudges. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a saying, like you hold grudges. It's like letting somebody live rent free in your head. You know what I mean? Like I'm not on that. I'm not like I'm just too grown. I'm different. Like I'm focusing on doing me and being.
That's
doing
a good way to think.
What was your first move after that?
Huh?
After that situation, what was your first move moving into just straight SAS?
Our first move after that, we just kind of hit the mixtapes and we're just doing the Eurogang series thing. We did like Built the City. That was like what the mixtape, and then we did videos. Then we went to like Poland. Then we went to like Germany. We went to we just skated through Europe, and then built a whole. Worked with major artists from over there, did our shit in the UK, and then since then just been building our own shit up and just dropping tapes after tapes and just cracking on, really.
And
That's what we've been on.
Since then, the UK scene has really built up its own scene, and you guys are really the forefront of laying down the groundwork for that, going to the States, merging back and forth. You know, now you got gigs, Stormzy, Skepta, you guys, you know, you got a nice little scene going on over there. Now, you guys are cool with gigs, right?
Yeah, gigs are cool. We've been friends with gigs for like, what do you say? A few years. Yeah. Even before that, when we was on Dipset. But you know what? It was when we came back from the tour. We saw him in the airport. That's the first time we seen him.
Oh, wow.
We came back for the tour because me and Mega had to take separate flights because we had to pay for our own flights.
Yeah.
And we bumped into him. I remember Mega tapping him and saying, "Yeah, you're the guy right now, huh? You're doing your thing and all that." And he was cool and everything like that. So we've been cool. I've known Giggs' manager way before that as well.
Okay.
He actually, when we was on Rockefeller, he popped up at the radio station. I seen him in the car. He was like, "Psst, yo, what's going on?" And we got cool like that. Yeah.
So the scene's flourishing. So we was like, because we came so early, what we was doing was so long ago. Yeah. It's like we're like the OGs out here. Like we're like the forefathers for the UK scene. You know, opened it up. But we were so young when we was doing it that we're still not old school.
Yeah, but not even. I don't think we're forefathers for UK rap. I think we're forefathers for
going to America. And
the international.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. I don't mean overall UK.
Because when we first did it, it was unheard of. Like, what? Compete with them right now?
But now everyone's doing that shit.
Yeah.
Like,
someone has to be first.
Skepta's got a relationship with like Pharrell. The Giggs got a relationship with Swiss Beats. They both got a relationship with
Drake.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of Section Boys are working with Chris Brown. This is like this whole UK US emerge like connecting. It's like
it's a beautiful thing.
Yes, it's happening. So now it's not so. Before it was unheard of.
Yeah.
Before, there was like what like UK guys working with Americans. Now it's like kind of normal.
Finally.
Yeah, finally. When we was doing it, it was nuts.
Because you guys were pushing it, making it happen for years.
Yeah.
Finally, it's accepted. You know.
Y'all bridge that gap.
Yeah, I think we can get that credit. But there's a younger generation that may not even know that. That's how, you know what I mean? That's how crazy it is. Like the internet is nuts. Like the millennials, like it's bonkers. When you think about it, certain people at that time when we was doing our shit and we was in the movies or we was on the Diplomat album and everything else, they could have been like 10 then, and now they're like 22 or 23. Do you know what I mean? Like that's crazy when you think about it. Like,
no, here's the funny one though. We was in Canada, and I remember seeing a Drake video. What's the name of that video? Him and Trey Songz.
Replacement Girl. Or
yeah, and he made a couple of UK references, and I was like, yo, this guy's the nicest guy in Canada. But the guys that brought us over there for the feature and the show and all that, no, you on the grassy, we was around Lola Plaku, and she was gonna bring him to our hotel room, but because Drake was there, they was hating so crazy.
Oh wow!
We never ever did it. So I remember after that thinking, next time if I want to link someone or do something, I'm just gonna do it. Like I'm not gonna. You see what I'm saying? That situation is a bit weird because they brought us out there. You see what I'm saying? Another rapper come through when they brought us out there would have been.
I look at Belly like I look at you guys. Remember Belly in Canada? He was like
Belly. Belly's with.
And he was trying to push through the States, and everyone Canada, you know. And then Drake came in after Belly, and Belly kind of like, was pushing in, didn't really completely catch in the States, and then but he laid the groundwork for Drake to come through. I think, even though Drake had a crazy cosign, we know that. And look, now Canada artists are considered like, wow.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. Dipset could have done that with us.
Of course.
International type thing that Drake did with Young Money. It's just
we just never had
no structure. Like 40
exactly.
40 kept on saying there's no structure. So it was like being with a glorified crew rather than being with a record label.
Exactly.
That's all.
So tell us about what's going
on. We never had the guy, like we had the talent, but we never had the business version of us standing next to us.
So tell us
for ourselves.
But who was the dude that hated on that Drake situation?
No, there's some artists from Canada that brought us over there to do a show, and and a feature.
Uh-huh.
So this was just our point of view, because you see when we go places, like you see, like we like to be in the hood or know what's going on in that particular place or what their culture is.
Mm-hmm.
I just seen Drake and thought, yo, this kid's got something that these other Canadians ain't got. He's got some sort of thingy. I think he might be the nicest over here. And I remember saying it out loud and then feeling like, no, but he was on Degrassi and you see what I'm saying? I'm sure people...
They try to throw him away. They try to discredit him.
Yeah. But at the same time, they're rappers and they couldn't have us, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they was hating.
I think I know what rapper it was, but I'm not going to say.
Dude, that brought us out there.
Aristo?
No, you wouldn't know him. You wouldn't
No,
know
you
him.
wouldn't know them. There was some like this
okay.
underground. I don't think they're even rapping now, you know.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, so what's going on now? To promote your thing right now.
Yeah, what you got going on?
This shit.
Celestial album. That's the vinyl, by the way. Yeah, we
Oh,
got
They got that
vinyl?
vinyl.
yeah, vinyls.
That shit.
So-
That
Celestial,
artwork's
that's
crazy.
So
Yeah, that
what
art
we've
was
done
epic.
Spacey.
is we've hooked up with two producers from Seattle, like Bay Area, called Blue Sky Black Death, and they make crazy cloudish ambient beats and all that. So we
No,
just put
the
that
beats, guys. This is me saying it. I just checked out the whole thing yesterday before we did the interview because I had to get back up on my London boys. You know what I mean? And I had to see fire.
A word?
But-
I need to hear that. Why you ain't send that to me?
It's on
Yeah,
Spotify,
no,
bro.
Say-
I'm gonna
say-
link
say-
you it.
Thanks and all that. The album
I
came out-
need that.
Yeah, we got you.
With the first video we did of that album's it's got Rock Marciano in there and Nori on the hook.
Yeah, shout out Nori.
Shout out to Nori.
Hold on, you got Rock Marciano on it?
Yeah, Rock Marciano's
That's
a
the
really
homie.
good situation. So what's happened is I was talking to this chick and I put her onto Rock Marciano's Deeper video and his 76 video. So she's hit him up, he's hit her up in the DM like, you're all the way in Europe, in England, how you hear about me? She was like, Mayhem from SAS. He was like, what? Them guys spit crazy on everything I heard them on. So he's hit me, yo, I need something for my album. So we did the joint for his album, Marcy Buku, and then his CEO came looking for us after that. Well,
wow.
but his CEO, the guy he was doing business with at Man Bites Dog Records, and then they signed us to an indie deal. And that's the first album we put out. We got to put out one more album with him.
You know what I hope
Wow,
we
salute. Rock Marciano, that's the homie too.
Yeah, crazy, bro.
Super nice too.
Yeah.
He's the unspoken overlord of NYC.
Super
rap.
nice.
now.
Definitely.
Super nice.
Now, first and foremost, I want to say thank you guys for working with me all those years on the come up. It was fun as hell. We had so much fun.
Yeah, it was sick.
Yeah, come on. It was crazy.
And we did so
That's
much
what motivated
stuff.
us, Jordan, because we didn't have that. We just would have been in the studio smoking haze and watching other people record and all that. It would have been.
It was fun, man. We
You know what I'm
made
saying?
history.
It would have been that.
I
So
feel your pain, man. Salute, man, for holding it down all them years.
And
no. Listen.
No, love.
You know, it was a crazy situation to be in. That's what I'm saying. Because there was some people eating, some people weren't eating, and all that. So we had to just go get our own. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we got our shows up and all that. We was getting 5Gs, two songs and all that.
Yeah.
Certain shows.
Yeah.
Going Syracuse, holes in the wall.
Salute.
Blood's coming.
I
on
relate.
the
I relate to y'all. I relate.
definitely. So we used what we had and we got busy. We was actually gonna have Chris Lighter as our manager. We went to have a meeting.
Oh wow.
And then
Before he passed away.
before he passed away, he was gonna deal with us, even though he didn't really have I think him and Cam and them had friction back in the day.
Wow.
And we went to go play the demo, and he was like,
I don't want to hear your
wanna
music.
that.
I know you guys.
I know
are
you
nice.
that. I know Mike Lighty
yeah.
got Mega the other day. He knows all the lyrics to our Where's SAS CD and all them things there. So he thought we had a deal in England already though. So he was like, oh, you need a deal in the States. It's gonna be harder. Because I thought you already had a deal in England and those things there. So rest in peace, Chris Lighty as well. Good guy.
Wow.
I hope we can do
like,
I hope we can figure something out. Like, if this is something I've wanted to do, and I'll just put it out. I like to put things out in the universe. Me and Rec both like to do that.
Yeah.
Rec and I had this vision that we wanted to go to Europe at one point, specifically UK, and just cover our perspective of the UK scene. Gigs, you guys, Sleep Salute, Skepta, Stormzy. Hopefully we can make that happen one day,
Yeah, dude, well, we're here. We'll host you guys.
Yeah, let's make that happen.
If we could all raise enough money just to cover the expenses, because it's not about making money on this, it's just about the experience to me. As long as none of us lose money and we break even and are able to put this on all our channels and just get it out there, would be amazing.
Yeah.
Even
No,
gigs
it'd
and
be
them
good.
can
You know
take
why?
it.
You know why it'd be good? Because you guys would do it across the board. So it wouldn't be just who you got relationships with or a specific genre. You see what I'm saying? So what happens a lot of the time is in the UK, they have lists or they'll do grime specials and leave out the hip hop, or they'll do hip hop and leave out the grime. You see what I'm saying? doing it.
I want
across
to do
the
it all,
board.
man. I want to experience it, and it will be cool because I could vlog it at the same time and just experience it fresh, with fresh eyes and not learning about it. I hate learning about something. I like to learn about it with the people, so they experience it with you.
You know what? No one's really tackled the international aspect of UK rappers gone international.
Okay.
Which is how it started. The first guy really, even though they say he moved to America when he was 11 or 12 and he more or less was more American than English, was Slick Rick. That
MF Doom as well.
MF Doom. Rodney P did his little thing on Fab Five Freddy's, Your MTV Raps and all those things with London Posse. There's Hijack now signed to Ice-T. So they haven't really done an international version of UK rappers gone international.
And I want it to be raw. I don't want to get like mad cameras. I want it to be very raw, like DVD raw, but like clear, obviously, because we got that clear HD 4K now, with the drones. I got the little Mavic drone. We could send it off, and all that. We can do all that cool stuff, but that would be fun.
It's doable.
Yeah, so we'll talk about that. And Swiss Beats, you're welcome to be a part of it. I'd love, I see he's way over there, touching everybody over there too.
But he sent us a shout out through who was it? Through Angel. Yeah, he sent us a shout out.
Yeah, he's over there heavy. He's heavy into the UK scene.
Yeah, he did an event here called No Commission, and he linked up with Bacardi, and it was like an art installation meets like music and like for the culture, and did shows and everything. Everyone that went there was like, it was nuts. So yeah,
we didn't have to go. What would you?
I can't remember. I was just fucking. I think I was just tired. I got a few missed calls about it. But it was wavy though. I heard it was nuts.
All right. Well,
yo, hold on before you close it out, JT.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah.
We need that. Streets or salute. We need like maybe a 16 from y'all, man, real quick, man.
I'm gonna play you something off the album real quick.
Oh, fuck it. Give us that too. Fuck it.
I'll give you that. Hold on.
We take.
Are you gonna play audio right now?
Yeah, I'll play it.
You can't play audio. Can't play audio.
Oh,
is it?
YouTube will fucking.
Is it?
YouTube will rate.
Well, spit some verses off the album. Spit what you was gonna play. Just spit the verse.
Give him that verse off a Foreign House, man.
Which
give him
one?
The quick one.
I said, is you crazy? Thinking you can play me? Strings you pulling ain't big enough like a ukulele. I do the shit to the max, B. Stupid wavy. Chauffeur driven and vision whipping the new Mercedes. Oi, shit. You get the point, bitch. Like I finished sparking a big spliff. This joint's lit. Never hate. You just said it straight. If you real fam, elevate. As we celebrate while we still can. I'm calm, I'm still nang. Act like you will bang and choppers get to drumming on these roads. Fuck a still ban. I went from selling cocaine in the dope game with no fame in our own lane, and it won't change. Shining golden never steeds. Where's my rope chain? Man, are flexing like they pushing weight with no gains. 110 black tracky rap. The flow's flames. Got them hype, fueling up the gas. Shit is propane. Fuck that.
We'll never fall off.
Really hip hop.
This is what I'm saying. Easy, yeah. We will never fall off. So we just didn't get the promotion.
Exclusive.
They're saying we're the best, but just not promoted right.
What's your handles on Instagram and
on Instagram I'm at Runway May, Mega's at Megacito.
Megacito _.
Instagram. And then I'm on Twitter I'm at Mayhem SAS, Mega's at Mega SAS.
Okay, don't get off yet, but let's close it out there, guys. Yeah, no, we're going to do that now. I just got to end it. So we're going to end it here, guys, and then make sure you follow them. Follow me, Jordan Tower JTF.
Yeah, follow us, bro. If you was into us for real, follow us. We got shit still. Telling you.
Perfect.
MREC GM.
Gang, Celestial, the album, cop that.
Yes, right, sir. Okay, so now we got to do the drops. Hey, guys. What did you guys think about the whole thing, man? What did you guys think about it? Let me mute that. So I hope you guys liked the whole live thing. And man, you guys showed love tonight. Debbie, Cobb B. Thompson, Dames Malone, Mimi Rocca, Things Change 12, Global Media Inc., Miami Rocca Beats Villains. I'm sitting here drinking a little wine with you guys, just chilling, man. It was a dope-ass interview, right? So we had to record it because they have 5 hours ahead of us. So we had to record it earlier, unfortunately. I wanted to do it live. But guess what? We got Luque Braze, okay, coming on. Remember Cameron said Luca Brasi brought Hell Rel and he introduced him to the club and everything. Luca Brasi is coming on this week, so he hollered at me today. So shout out to him. Then we got J.R. Ryder was supposed to call me today. Mr. Green Guy, what's good? That's Joe DeLoner. I see you getting to the money salute. MREC is watching in the chat room. I see MREC. He's just recording right now. He set up that studio in his house. Oh, Debbie Thompson, thank you for showing so much love tonight. Righteous One, I appreciate you. Mimi Raka, or Mommy Rika. Please follow me at Instagram at jordantowerjtf. I appreciate you. Terrence Tucker, Debbie Thompson, Mr. Green Guy. C Struggs was supposed to be today. I'm thinking I'm gonna do that on Wednesday, a day interview. You know how we do with the new guys. Give him the day interview. C Struggs, I support what he's doing. Me and MREC do the big boy interviews together. We got B Real coming up. We got Styles P, Core Mega, Luca Brasi. Luca Brasi, oh no, he's out doing, he's selling leather jackets. MREC was good, bro. I see you in the chat room. MREC's over there in that recording studio, laying down the bars. Am I a little drunk? I'm a little tipsy because I'm drinking that wine right now. Me and MREC chilling today. Jason Parker, please check out some music off upcoming album Top of the Town on SoundCloud. Search Wise Uno. Your feedback was greatly appreciated, JT. Make sure you guys donate if you can. Make sure you guys hit that like. But how many likes are we out? We're giving you guys that high quality interview material. J.R. Ryder will get on the show. I will make sure of it. He was supposed to call me today and talk to me, but he didn't call me. But we will get him. A lot of people are flooding out because Jonathan PM is like, shit's kind of spooky. Jonathan PM said it wasn't live. I'm going to tell you why it wasn't live. They're 5 hours ahead, Jonathan PM. We couldn't do them live today because it's 2 a.m., 3 a.m. over there. These guys are sleeping right now, okay? So they said they had to do it earlier. They had a show tonight or something. What would you rather have, no interview or an interview? Jonathan PM, come on, bro. I support Jonathan PM. He donated tonight. Jonathan PM's my guy. He helped a lot with the Taylor drone. A Deadly Wish, Jonathan Cooley, I see you. Q Media. No, Q Media. JR didn't call me today, so we got to figure it out. MREC said peace and God bless. So MREC is out. MREC signing out. I appreciate you, man. We're dropping that video on Wednesday. I appreciate you, bro. 21 Savage said, yo, MREC, I'll see you later, bro. Have a good time recording. 21 Savage said, where is the pussy ass 45 Savage at? We need to clear shit up. Whoa. Guys, stop with the beef. Mimi Raka, make sure you follow me at jordantowerjtf. Joel's interview. That's a good question. I tried to get Joel's on here. I give up. I tried very hard to get Joel's on here when he put us on his first 2 records that he came back with, but got a little spooky over there with Joel's, but I support you regardless, Joel's. I appreciate you, man. And shout out to SAS for the great interview. I even learned a lot tonight, honestly. We're going live extra late tonight, guys. It's 1:40. Islam is peace. Renee, Greg Watson, the locks. We're gonna get Styles P. Lex Luga, I was wondering how the hell you were responding while live was going on. Well, it's like, if I have to pre-record an interview, I'm at least going to be in here talking to you guys. I mean, come on. You know, like, it's only right. Oh, I'm sipping on a little Prosecco. Mimi Raka, did you follow me on Instagram yet? It's very important to you. 21 Savage said, 45 Savage got me locked up on some pussy boy shit. He donated, so I have to read it. Looking for a track star. Guys, stop beefing. Righteous One. Craig Campbell, no, come on. Stop with the hate, bro. My boy MREC is nice out here. Cobb B. Thompson. What wine is that? 2020 Mad Dog? Nah, it's Prosecco. JT got 20 fingers. You ain't know? I see what you're saying. Great interview, JT. Robert Williams, salute to you. Bob Dylan. That's why you're the man. Sage, salute. Oh, I appreciate it, man. Looking for the truth. 21 is a Phil Jackson of rap. He donated, so I had to read it. It's true. Right, just won reality TV. JT looks buzzed. I am buzzed, Bob Dylan, but I'm still here talking to you. I really should go to sleep. I'm just chilling right now. It's nighttime. Put in a lot of work today for you guys. Did a vlog, interviews. I lined up more interviews. I'm doing as much as I can. I'm trying to give you guys that good content. I tried to fix the drone today, the killer drone. You want to see the killer drone? It's right over here. Got the drone right here, guys. See? Here's the drone. You guys pitched in so far a third of this drone, and I bought the rest of it, and you guys are still pitching in, so we'll have this all paid off soon. Hopefully we go to London with a drone, right, Rec? Just film some videos with the London boys. Hopefully we get gigs. See, the drone folds up. You just fold it up. Jasper, you want to go live, man? Come here. Come here, buddy. Jasper wants to go live, yo. Jasper's live. What's up, guys? Jasper's live with you guys. He went to say what up. Take his bark collar off. Jasper, what's good, man? You live? Jaspo's right here. Let her rocka. Damn, no notification, bro? Jasper, what's good? ATM sending in 21 Savage said 45 Savage was a sucker ass move. Guys, stop the beef, man. I gotta read it when you guys pay, but I'm sorry. Rocket, the drone. We're gonna get to that in a second. Jaspo. Okay, Google, what does the squirrel sound like? He doesn't like that. You guys, I can't make Jasper howl because it's too late. I want to, but we'll do it tomorrow. Jasper will howl tomorrow. Right, Jasper? Say what up to the guys. Say what up to the fam. What's up, y'all? Peace. Peace, guys. Peace. He said what up. Okay, so this is the drone. See how it folds up? Folds up real small. This is that JT killer drone. Shout out to Jonathan PM. And it just folds out like so. You fold it out. Oh, wait. I folded it out wrong. Hold on. First, you fold out these. So it folds out like so. And then I go bam. Bam. And then it becomes a drone. See how it folds out, guys? And this thing can fly 4 miles away. That's crazy. So we got the killer drone, so we're going to start getting even better content. And we're going to keep adding to it. We're going to do the London tour. Me and Emrek, we're going to go over to London. It's going to be crazy. Where's SAS? Well, SAS, you got to go back because they were already here and they left. Jasper sleep like my dogs. Jasper sleeps. Oh, Nike Town, how do you donate? There's a $sign below if you're on the computer. If you update your, let me see. If you update your YouTube, should be fine. Let me see. I'm going to get off with you guys in a second. I'm going to stay live with you guys for a little bit, though. Little Rocka, Hollywood Jasp, Kabi Thompson, you how. He will tomorrow. Bro, I've done more than that. It was bullshit. Live, really. On my... Got to give people that motivation, those motivational texts. You know, I got to give people that motivation, you know. And if you guys need motivation, okay, make sure you tune into me. Jason Parker, I see you on Facebook. Search Wise Uno, SoundCloud Wise. I read all the super chats. I appreciate you guys. Okay, so I don't know what the fuck I was doing. Oh yeah, I gotta see if we got a lot of retweets. Runway May must have been watching us live because he's over here retweeting. City. Oh no, this is Cito Suave. Mega SAS. I see you, bro. These Jordan Tower Dipset interviews are the best interviews to come out in hip hop in a long time. Man, we going in, Rec. We going in, buddy. And shout out to SAS for a great interview today. I mean, they really opened up, and that's amazing. Them and 40 Cal, Hell Rel. Appreciate all you guys. Even Shice Bubs, man. I spoke to Shice Bubs earlier. We got Luke Braze coming. Shout out to SAS. They opened up. They gave that fire interview tonight. So we got to give it up to them. Make sure you hit them on Twitter. Mayhem SAFs, Mega SAS. Jason Parker donated tonight. That would be a great motivation. Jordan, you got Big Avell on release footage. Well, I got the Big Avell, Touch It in Miami. Breaking news, real 21 Savage, 22 Savage cross pass, 21 ran. Yeah, I heard about that. But I need evidence to report on it, honestly. Little Rocka, here's the killer drone right here. Little baby drone. Fits right in my pocket. I can take it anywhere. Pull it out. Fold it out. We fold the baby out, right? Fold it out into a drone. We flying high, man. Like Jim Jones. Balling. We're balling over here, guys. Okay, let me see. 21 Savage is my cousin, Jody Lowe said. People can be more. Okay, Ron A, getting to the money. What's the name of the drone? It's called a Mavic Pro, Christian Smith. Let me see if actual means something. Find it. I'm over here motivating people on my text message. Danny Piffin, Alexander Adiego, I appreciate you, man. Firebug Sar, money is my. Alexander Adiego always donates. I knew you were coming with the $2, man. I appreciate you, man. Jody Lowe, JT, I lied. He's not my cousin. Okay, you lied. SCG Beast, what's good? Cobby Thompson, you flying or playing, man? Get it in the air. Okay, well, what happened was I was having a lag time. Sheik Luch, that's possible. That's my guy. What about Jay Hood? Who wants to hear from Jay Hood? I just spoke to him the other day. Tell me who else you guys want that I know. We ain't gonna get Yo Gotti. He's a little Hollywood right now. Oh nah, this drone's it's still fine. I didn't break it yet. Even if I break it, I got the protection plan, so they send me a new one. We can break it 2 times. Yeah, we'll get J Hood on here. As long as he doesn't throw D Block away. Because those are my guys. I owe a lot of my career to D Block. I fuck with J Hood. You know what? We'll get J Hood on this week. I'm gonna hit him up tomorrow. Because why not? J Hood's my guy. 0. Been trying to get 0. That's my guy too, man. But you know, sometimes people get shy, man. Yo Gotti. I wouldn't say Yo Gotti switched up on me. He just got too much. Craig Campbell. I fuck with Yo Gotti, so let's not get it twisted. No matter what. We made history together. Gunplay, been working on him. Gunplay should be easy. I mean, I knew Gunplay back in the day. Going off right now. Let me see. Mandisi's. Nah, Mandisi's cool. You get Jay-Z yet? He from my city, JT. D Block, what's good? Yo Gotti got the deal. Coming out here. Okay. Let me see what this shit looks like on YouTube if I log on. Because I downloaded the new version of YouTube today. James Malone. You know his manager. Of course. Of course. Okay, so let me see. Let me mute this. Okay, so if I get in the live chat. Damn, they still don't got it on the iPhone, man. That $ shit. They still don't fucking got it. Come on, YouTube. I love you, man, but you gotta get the fucking donation button on. It's all good. Love you too. All right, guys, we're gonna end it here. I love you guys like family. Little Rocker, Ronnie, Javon Thompson, looking for the truth. Looking, things changed. 12, Debbie Thompson, 21 Savage, Alexander Adiago, Tech Dudley, Q Media, Jonathan PM. Don't feel bad we weren't live because we had to pre-record because they're 5 hours ahead. Socrates Free Ass, I see you, man. 21 Savage, Jody Lowe, peace everybody, getting to the money. Christian Smith, I get you a Dipset affiliate. No, it's okay. I got all the Dipset members. Get Ice JJ Fish, that will be dope. Cobby Thompson, peace. Jay Wall, I see you, bro. James Malone, that boy Young, salute. Make sure you guys hit the like button. How many likes are we at? We better be over 100 likes. Salute JT, Nike Town, Cobby Thompson. I'm from Philly. I see you, bro. Make sure the likes. Andrea Shaw, I see you. Peace out. D Block, Danny Piffin, Little Rocka. Make sure you hit the like button on your way out, guys. Christian Smith, Firebug Sar, peace. Elijah Hughes, make sure you hit the like button. Jordan Tower and American, I am free. Get into the money. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Get Alley Boy on. I'll talk to him, but he's difficult. Peace and blessings, righteous one. Christian Smith, Cobby Thompson, Craig Campbell, Psycho MMB, B More Brown, D Block. Where's Deb State? She's in Pennsylvania, I think, right, Debbie? James Malone, Smoke Bolger, that's my guy. Peace Jaspo, Cobby Thompson, JT, I need the pics. What's the trust? Mr. Green Guy, James Malone, Socrates VS, Jonathan PM. I'm still spooked, my dude, even though I get the concept. JT, Jonathan PM, I go live so much, man. Don't get spooked, bro. I'm always here, man. Don't worry about it. I'll go live tomorrow afternoon. Things are back to normal. Debbie Thompson, Kentucky. I'm in the Army. It's an Army base. Oh, Debbie Thompson. Okay. Cobby Thompson. Good night, Debbie. Ron A. Get me on the show. I got some shit. Sorry, Ron A. Dante Hawkins was good. Jay Stacks. How many likes are we at, guys? I hope we're at a lot of likes because I put that work in. G Money Grip. Be More Brown. Psycho MMB. Peace out, bro. Jay Stacks. Mrek is in the studio recording. We put that work in today, so he's doing what he does best. He's on that mic. James Malone, Alexander Adiago, D Block, A Deadly Wish, Mr. Green Guy. I got Socrates VS. Try your. I've been stationed there. Okay, Debbie Thompson, B Thompson. JT got to run to Kentucky. Peace. Oh my gosh. Cobby Thompson is on Debbie Thompson. I was in 519. Okay, your reflection doesn't even. Boot camp click. All right, guys. We out. We out. Love you guys. You guys are family. The show is nothing without you guys. Hit that like button. I appreciate you. I will see you tomorrow in the afternoon and in the evening. Richard Grimes, Jay Stacks. I'll see you tomorrow. Everybody out. Peace.